Okay.
I have to go out and I have to get my mom something. I have to get my grandmom something.
It's only 12 more days, isn't
Till
it?
Christmas.
No, we got an April there. There's an April there. There's an April.
This
Fucking
month in
hell.
the middle.
Oh,
I thought we were going for Christmas. then.
Mitch, are you okay? Do you need help?
Existed.
Mitch,
had
do
minor
you need
stroke.
help? Do you require assistance? Do we need to call an ambulance?
I'm fine.
It's like,
I
picks up bottle of vodka. I'm fine.
I do apologize. I fell asleep at 6 a.m. today. And I had work at 11, so it wasn't too bad, but I'm a little bit sleep deprived.
All right.
I feel like Roach.
Mitch just needs a good night out.
How do you
I mean,
feel like
last
me?
week when we did our
Aren't
first...
you normally quite sleep deprived when we record things?
No, that's me.
Oh, when we record things like it's Saturday morning at 4 a.m. Yeah, a little bit.
Like,
That's what I mean.
You know, because I'm human.
I mean,
No, you're not.
You're a god, Roach. We all know
Exactly.
this.
I'm a god here, but
Yeah, Kanye.
All right.
what's Kanye doing in this Discord chat?
all right.
I told you who I thought I was. A god.
So,
Eminem just
good?
walks in like, bish, you thought.
Anyway.
Everybody good?
We're
Yeah,
good.
I'm good to go. Hold up.
England!
I was expecting.
You never asked me for a caca.
If my throat
You want a
feels
caca?
better, Midge.
No,
Go for it.
please no.
There we go.
There was a screeches in the last episode where someone mentioned Red Dragon and it nearly blew my eardrums out.
Sorry.
I was listening in a pair of earbuds because I was at work and my ears were just like, why do you do this to me?
The first mention in my Twitch chat. Oh, Crimson shaved.
Oh,
It's
listen
pretty
to the
apparent.
bagpipes.
It's pretty apparent.
I know it
So-
is.
It's striking difference. It's like when I shave. It's,
Yeah. Well,
It's like when I had my
yeah.
hair cut for that job interview. And I cut all my hair out. I had with long hair and everything with Quincy. My poor chat almost had a meltdown.
Who the fuck is this dude? What the fuck is he doing here?
Exactly. Why does he sound like Crimson?
Crimson died.
Crimson's dead, his younger brother is here taking over.
Yep.
All right.
I'm tempted to
So,
shave for next week's session just to see how you guys react. Just
Who wants to do the recap?
I can do it if nobody else wants to.
Okay, go for it, Midge.
Actually, no. Our new player should do the
Yeah,
recap.
Mikey!
It's his intro session, and he hasn't have to do one yet.
Oh no, his
All
camera's
right.
just gone off all of a sudden for no apparent reason.
yeah. So we started off, you guys were planning a... you were doing some scouting on the landing place, the unloading spot for the Aquilian spaceship, airship, whatever you want to call it. The magical airship. And you discovered that they were moving items from one spot to another, about 20 minutes away. There were people enjoying themselves, breaking open casks of alcohol because they were obviously very not professional. And after a while, you guys decided, all right, we need to set up an ambush for this cart. And in order to...
I think he's frozen again.
Oh,
The fact his camera's still in the same position just missed.
yeah.
I don't know if
Are you back yet, Mikey?
No, it literally did a split second.
Yeah, like...
He's back. He's
He's
blinking.
back.
Blinking.
He's kind of back, but he's not back.
I'm here on my end.
Yep. There we go.
Yep. There you
We're
go.
back now.
Yeah, I never lost you guys that entire time, so I have no idea what's going on there.
Oh,
Yeah. So you guys were doing a bit of scouting. You decided to check out the forest, and you found a campfire which had a man and a woman around it. The man got shot in the eye by R1, who died instantaneously. And Isaac was like, "We should take him alive," and then proceeded to be hockey fought with a punching dagger in the chest multiple times, just jerseyed and uppercut, 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 feeding him that dagger, and he ended up killing her because he kind of lost his cool after being stabbed multiple times in the chest, which is
Understandable.
fair, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. And inside the tent, you found your newest companion. My character, Laseshul Sashi, or Sesh, as we have come to call her. And after that, then we decided to do the ambush. The ambush went extremely well. There was very little in the way of resistance or effort involved. R1 nearly broke his neck jumping off of a tree. And Isaac was being his usual terrifying blind self, and yeah, it was all in all, it was a good time. We then interrogated the man, got whatever information we could off of him, and there wasn't much that we could get off him because he obviously was just some underling, but we managed to discover that there is in fact somebody in charge here, a elvish lady who we assume is a druid. After that, Justinia chopped his head off, and here we are.
So, Isaac is going to draw his longsword and start marching down the road.
Yeah, the other thing you guys found out was the ultimate fate of the mercenaries that were originally on the Aquilon.
Missionaries.
You found a couple of pyres that seem to have been burning bodies behind the camp or the tent that you had been kept in Sesh. So now you know where all of the people that were originally kept in the tent with you went to after they were taken away. So yeah, Isaac, you've drawn your sword and you're now walking down the path. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna run after him and try and slow him down a little bit and talk a little sense into him. Isaac, we can't go into this blindly. We need to be strategic about this. We can't just go in swinging swords around. We gotta be smart about this.
Isaac pauses in the center of the road. He doesn't say anything. He just pauses, looking down the road towards where the camp is.
Yeah, guys, we should probably get going that way. I don't think I can't stop him if you take too long.
Did the guy that Justinia execute have any money?
The wine skin with half a pouch of wine. Justinia then proceeds to drink the wine. Oh boy,
Oh,
Mitch has got
God.
his sword out on stream. Get
Oh,
the not
no.
safe for work signs up, boys. It's not safe.
Uh-oh.
Hide your kids, hide
He
your
had
wives.
5 copper pieces in his pockets.
Yoink.
Hide your kids, hide your wives. Midman's got his sword out tonight.
What
Hmm.
are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to... I don't know what to do, because these guys are new to me, so...
I'm gonna, after leaving this corpse of his ill-gotten goods, namely the copper pieces, I'm going to catch up with the other two.
Yeah, I suppose I should go and have a look.
I'm
Kill
going to
someone.
follow those two then, I guess. Even though there is other things I want to do. I
Yo,
think it's
Shash,
best to
let's
follow
roll.
them right now.
We got some more bodies to make.
As much as I would like to do other things, I'm going to have to follow these people right now because they are the only things I have. So it's that or die. Mage is just polishing his sword on stream, and I feel like this should get him banned from Twitch. Is all I'm saying.
It's covered in baby powder.
What? I
He has
don't.
a
You know
re-
what? I don't.
He
wanna-
has a really strange relationship with his sword.
I don't want to know what you do on the weekends, Midge. Okay. Whatever you do in your spare time is your spare time.
It's for the leather.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Juice
You're
is
supposed to
smooth,
wipe
eh?
it down after you apply it.
Huh?
You're supposed to wipe it down after you apply it.
Well, yeah, I did. It's been in the scabbard for a long time.
Sword
Okay.
etiquette.
So you're all moving toward Isaac and Arwan. What are you all doing?
I think we should do some scouting ahead. You know, try and get Isaac to rein in his anger, which we are obviously showing that he's like angry because of the things that have been done to the missionaries. Try and get him to see that we need to scout the area like we did with the ship. We knew we couldn't take that on directly, so we need to know what we can do about this place. Is it similarly got as many guards?
Apparently, there was 5 down the road.
Exactly, but we have no idea how truthful he's been, or if he actually knew anything about the.
Well, whatever you're going to do, do it. I want to confront the woman.
Yes, and we will. I'm all for mindless violence. You know that.
Oh, actually, I was just gonna suggest we just get on our mounts and just ride in like it's no big deal. And just be like, "Yo, what up?" And then proceed to.
No.
It's certainly off on the iPad.
Yeah, it's fine. Apparently, everything broke on my end.
Yeah, you're down on my panel.
I'm back again.
Yeah.
Everything broke. Twitch machine broke.
No,
But yeah.
YouTube machine.
YouTube
Yeah, I
machine.
guess-
Machine broke.
I guess we can scout, Rivallon, if that's kind of your thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't want a certain very, very tall cleric suddenly running directly in there to kill everything while I'm trying to scout the area.
So, as you're saying this, Seshel's going to walk up to Isaac and place a hand very gently on one of his biceps. I'm not going to say which one. Whichever one's closest to him. Like, very gently, like...
Ooh.
She's going to
No,
grope
no,
you.
just
She's going to grope you, man.
Very
Bicep.
gently.
Bicep.
It's your bicep.
It's not you.
Bitch, you don't even
My
know your
pectoral.
muscles.
What? Why am I sleep deprived? Everybody, sleep deprived. I just confused
What up?
pectoral and bicep. I'm sorry.
The confusing, the interesting part is the fact you explicitly define bicep in that manner when rather than just
Yeah.
biceps
Yeah.
implies something like having a good old feel. Ooh, you've got nice biceps.
Well, she might like she's obviously grasping his arm, but she's not
I bet
doing it,
she
you
is.
know. So she's going to say to him, Isaac, why don't you and me go back to where the bodies are and say a few prayers while we wait.
Yeah, do that.
That's the most interesting proposition I've ever heard anyone put.
They deserve their final rites.
You have 10 minutes, Rivallon.
Thank
Do
you.
what you must.
That's all I need. And
Sash-
you'll see
Sash-
Special pull out. Yes.
If you can make it 15, that'd be even better. Thank you.
I'll do my best. Is all she'll say to you as she pulls out a censer and some incense blocks and starts like shredding some into the censer.
Justinia,
She
let's
is
roll.
a cleric. She
Yeah.
is a cleric. So,
That one's the cleric, chat. I'm not a cleric.
but you are bald. We have signed the treaties. That is a thing.
Why are we getting the barbarian to go with the elf? I'm not gonna
Because
stop for it.
if anything goes wrong, I'm going to need backup. And I don't leave my friends stranded in the woods on their own.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do?
Go with the cleric and your girlfriend.
I take offense to that. Okay, he's my boy toy. I'm not his girlfriend. Get that straight. Okay.
I'm
which
okay
one's
with this.
older? Which character's older?
Probably her. Probably Arwen because Dragonborn only live like 80 or 90 years. They're pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, our one's already 100, so
Sugar daddy.
yeah. halfling sugar daddy. My goodness.
I mean, he is a bard, so he's making.
He's a rock star by these standards.
He's making he is making money. That is a factual statement.
Yes.
Whether or not it's a lot of money is another question.
Mage, take those glasses off before I take them off myself.
Right. Okay.
I feel the need
I
for
will
speed.
strike
Anyways, let's get back on track.
So
Back on track.
basically, he's a Mick Whitley down the bar rather than a Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back on track. R1, Isaac, and Sesh all head back towards the pyres, while Ustenia and Rivallon head off towards down the path that the wagon was taking.
Yes, towards where they said the camp is.
Yeah. So you begin your journey down that way, and it doesn't take you long before the forest starts thinning out. You can see there's a drop ahead, like as in there is is not a gentle drop. There is what seemed to be a delineation of like a cliff, a
Yep.
small cliff, and there is a clearing that you can see, like the upper portion of the clearing, in front of you. You can see that. Essentially, think of it like this: there is the cliff face.
Yeah.
You're above, so anything that's down here wouldn't be able to see up
Yeah.
currently. But if you go any further forward, they would be able to on your current path. So this would be the point where you'd want to like
Belly
go
down,
on the
combat
path,
crawl.
start stealth.
Yeah. We're stealthing.
So is Ustenia coming along, or is Ustenia just wait? Are you waiting
it's-
back?
Stanley could stay back if he wanted to. I know
gonna
how he
stay
feels.
I'm gonna stay back.
All right then.
Watching
I'll
my
only
back.
Yeah. Then I will only require you, Rivallon, to do your to do a stealth check.
A stealth check.
Is this your favored terrain?
The forest, yes.
It is. I forget what favored terrain does.
Advantage?
No, I don't think it gives advantage to stealth rolls, but I do believe it gives. You can't be slowed by difficult terrain. That's the one that comes to mind.
Right.
I'm trying to look now.
Yeah. Natural explorer.
Yeah.
And you have forest. Okay. You should keep track of this, by the way. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
I've just found it.
Yeah. Okay, 17. Just let me double check.
Yeah, when traveling alone, you can stealthily move at a normal pace.
Yeah. Okay, you walk up, or well, you're more crawling up to the edge of this cliff, and you move forward a bit. And it's not, I say cliff, but it's only about a drop of maybe 7 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a rocky cliff. You can feel as you go up to the edge. You can feel on your fingers the bare stone just on the edge. That's separating the two different levels here. And in front of you, you see a clearing, a path that has been woven through the trees down a little ways into what seems to be a trampled area.
Mm-hmm.
In the center of this clearing. You see 2 tents. One that looks to be another pavilion-style tent, though slightly smaller than the one that you previously encountered, that was holding the prisoners. And another one that looks to be a larger, kind of classical, like, triangular kind of tent.
Yeah.
But very large. We're talking maybe 10, 15 foot long. And maybe 10 feet wide. Fairly large tent. And there's piles of wood stacked up for firewood and fire. the cook pot on top of it, simmering in the center of this area, and you can see lots of crates and barrels stacked up on the edge of this little area. And what also catches your eyes after you look over, you see 4 individuals milling about in this area. One seems to be in the middle of chopping some firewood. Another looks to be filling a whole bunch of canteens. And you notice, because you were the one that was observing the wagon that left the skyship. This is the person that boarded the wagon, and you didn't see it when you were as far as you were, but they were carrying the entire work crew's canteens. So they've got maybe what you can think is close to 20 or 30 canteens in a big Bangalore or bandolier. Bandolier, now Bangalore is an actual explosive. Yeah, bandolier. It's all threaded, but they're taking one off of the threaded rope that they're carrying them on, and then they're dipping it into this big water barrel, filling it, putting it back on, and then putting it away. And they're just going through this this process, and they look to only be about a fourth of the way through. You can see 2 others sitting next to the fire in the center of the area. One who looks to be a bit bigger than the rest, maybe only by a couple inches, but definitely in terms of muscle, he's a lot more built, and definitely more well armed. You're looking, he's got a very fine weapon on his hip. Whereas the other ones look to just have kind of cobbled together stuff, and he's also wearing actual armor. But he's stirring a pot, just kind of slowly, not paying attention to much. And the other one is sitting across from him, just like the other 2, kind of, scrabbly, patched together person. He's just sitting back, and he looks to be reading some sort of scroll, just slowly. And they all seem to be just milling about like that. Nothing seems to indicate that they spotted you or noticed you. So how long are you going to be?
Not long. I have a few questions because I know there's a a friend back there who is out for blood.
Okay.
So I'd rather get him some information that can actually be useful. Okay. So the crates they've piled up, they basically created like barricades for themselves.
No, they're more stacked up to be transported.
Right.
Like there's big stacks, and they seem to be actually like separated into categories. Like there's one crate that looks to be they've put things that were like each other, so crates of the same make or from the same shippers are put in one pile. There's a pile of like crates that look to be reinforced with steel in one side. There's certain types of barrels that are stacked onto one section. And they seem to be. This is where they're organizing what they're getting from the ship. Is what you're getting from this.
Okay.
To then be transported somewhere else, or they could be actively transporting it somewhere else from this camp. But you don't see any other paths leaving anywhere else currently.
So there's one guy who has actual armor on, the rest are kind of armed the same way as the others we've seen before.
They're a bit better than the ones on the ship. These guys actually do have military weapons. They're just not well cared for.
Right, okay. But there's one who actually looks like he's the business.
Yeah, no, he looks like you could see him if he was a little bit more reputably dressed. You could see him as a man-at-arms.
Right.
Kinda.
Okay. Is there any route to the camp that would be a stealthy approach?
There's plenty. Whether or not anyone else in your party could effectively go through this, you don't know. It's less grown out here. It is a clearing that.
Are there trees?
And there are plenty of trees, but
they're spaced out.
They're spaced out a little bit, but where they're not spaced out, it's just like the rest of the forest. There's a lot of overgrowth and old growth and just gnarled branches, trees, tangles, and briars just It's very old forest kind of.
So someone like me could get lost in there, but someone else might get picked out very quickly.
Yeah, you're pretty sure there's a couple in your party that would have trouble getting through that without causing a ruckus. Just in general, you might be able to make it, but even then, there are definitely some parts of that you're gonna have trouble with not making a sound.
So the only real route is to follow the road straight in.
That's definitely what you're getting, unless you go really wide around, because there's also the cliff that is separating the two angles, and you're seeing it's not the whole clearing. It's your side of the clearing. There's a definite elevation drop, but if you went around for maybe about 50 feet in either direction, you can see where the elevations equal out a little bit into a gentle grade, like an actual hill. So it looks like this was just like maybe there was a sinkhole or something that caused the elevation a long time ago, and
yeah,
it's just how it worked out.
Okay, time to go back. I collect Justinia.
All right.
Okay.
I need you to make a stealth check.
Oh, of course you need to.
Backing away at this point.
Backing away.
That's a natural 20.
20. Yep.
Well,
Super stealth.
All right. Super stealth. Yeah, you know the way you came in, and now you know even better way to get out. You avoid the little areas that you had trouble with getting in, and Ustenia doesn't even see you coming. You're just looking around, trying to keep watch, and as you look one way, and then when you look back, there's a Rivallon, just right there in front of you.
Hi.
Out of nowhere.
Well, where did you come from?
Just over there, but don't worry about it. We need to get back.
Okay.
I don't think this is going to be easy.
No. So while you are on your way back, while that was going on, you other three are currently doing your prayers over the pyres. Is there anything special you guys are wanting to do?
I'm
during this
not
time?
praying, but I'm just looking through the bags of stuff that they just kind of threw from the people for anything valuable.
Okay. What about the two actual religious people?
so would you like to go first here, Mitch? Since it's your god.
No, I think Isaac is going to pray in silence, but still pray nonetheless.
Okay. So, as a fully trained and qualified cleric, I imagine I've had to give funeral rites before, correct?
Oh yeah, you've had to do it a couple of times, though. That has definitely been it's specific to the god that you've done. So you've only done Bahamut funeral rites before for certain followers of Bahamut in Al Hut. So
Okay.
so you're not necessarily sure what the rites are for followers of Paylor. Or the general, because you definitely know, especially if you're the last person alive from the original manifest of crew and passengers on the ship there, and from what you were told, there was only about 5 mercenaries. There was at least 30 people on that ship, not including you, and so there's about 25 people that died that may have also been followers of other gods.
Yes. So what I'm going to do instead is I have my censer and I have it's all set up with the incense and I have it lit, and there's a smell of Isaac and Arwan can both smell this. It smells of fruits and vegetables, but there's also this very slight metallic hint to it. You're not sure how she manages to do this, but there is I'm frozen, aren't I?
No.
No. It looked like it was freezing on my end. But, yes, there's a slight metallic hint to the smell as she walks around the pyres. And Isaac and Arwan, you both speak Draconic, so this is great. You understand exactly what she's saying. She is repeating a prayer over and over and over again. Instead of praying for their, safe rest and, asking Bahamut to accept them specifically into his protection in the afterlife. She is asking Bahamut to protect all of the souls that have been lost here on their way to their specific.
You roll that. You're fairly well versed in these kinds of rites in general from your training. So while you two do that, R1, can you give me a investigation?
Yep. Well, 10.
Okay. Wasn't actually that hard of a roll. While this time is going on, because it takes them about 10 minutes to do that, you're using this time to search through this. And most of it, pretty much crap. It's general, everyday wear. You find some decent boots, but they're common, mundane boots that are way too big for you. Some decent clothes, again, not sized for you. Jewelry is... a lot of it's not worth much. Like you're looking at some. It's probably why they passed it up and didn't take it themselves. Is a lot of it's just kind of like maybe some costume jewelry for a couple of these. One of them looks to be a copper band that was for a finger. You're not sure what it meant. There's no inscriptions on it. Just a copper, like an unmarked band. That kind of stuff. Nothing that seems to be worth anything.
Okay.
But you do find in one of the pockets of one of the tunics. It's a tunic, standard tunic that has no actual pockets, but you find interiorly on the underside of it, you find a hidden pocket, and there is a gemstone in it. Maybe somebody was keeping it in reserve. So you find a turquoise gemstone. I'm just going to put that into your inventory.
Oh, okay.
That should have been put in there. Yeah, we have one turquoise right there. Yeah, just a little cut turquoise gemstone that was in there. It's about it's worth about 10 gold pieces on the open market. Yeah.
Alrighty.
And that's about all you find, really. Nothing else that's too important.
Alright.
So when it comes to the end of her little protection ritual / rite, she will put out the censer and take out the burnt incense. Afterwards, she will approach Isaac, and she seems like she's going to give him a hug, but then she rethinks it. She doesn't know him very well, so she doesn't do it. But if Isaac doesn't, I don't know. It's up to Isaac what he does to that reaction. So
I've just sent a message to Roach of what Isaac was also doing.
Oh wow!
In our
yeah.
normal.
Oh god! All of that.
I was gonna, the way with my mic is set up is the chat box is not a priority, so it's the pop filter blocks the chat box.
So as he's not gonna disdain from not seeing the hug, but I would okay. Roll a perception check on Isaac, Shesh, because
perception or insight.
Perception, because I'm physically.
Insight would be if you're trying to insight his his words. Or
okay.
like that.
You notice that he removed a vial from his while you were doing that. You noticed that he removed a vial of a liquid from his bag and then anointed his forehead with something, followed by saying something in a language I don't think you understand.
Do you understand Celestial?
That's a hell no.
Yeah, I
Then
didn't
you
think
don't
so.
understand what he was saying. while you were making your prayers, that's what he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't say anything because, you know, he's also speaking a language I don't understand, which which she finds very intriguing, but she won't ask any questions.
Yeah.
And if he
It's
doesn't
not
incite the
uncommon
hug,
for you.
you know,
Al Hood is a trade city, so you hear while you live there. You've heard languages far and wide. You don't understand a lot of them, but
they
you've
sound
heard
nice.
them. Yeah, you've heard Tabaxi being spoken. You've heard Uteshian. You've heard Elvish, and it's just all the gambit of languages. So it's not a new thing for you specifically.
But if Isaac does not incite the hug, she will let him be and will wait for him to be ready to, or whenever Rivallon and Justinia come back.
We're on our way.
All right. All right. So once that's over, I'll say that takes about. I'll say you spend the majority of your time doing these individual actions, and by the time you're finished with them, Ustenia and Rivallon have returned from their reconnoiter of the enemy.
So what did you find out, Rivallon?
Okay. Well, it's not going to be easy. Be easy for me to get close. But the rest of you...
then we're fucked.
There's not an easy approach. But there only seems to be 4 that I can see on the actual... anywhere close. 3 look fairly well armed, but the equipment's not looked after that well. There's one who looks... Well, he could be a master at arms if he actually had a position or title. But as for the supposed 5th person, I can only assume they're in one of the tents, but I can't guarantee that. But like I said, would be easy for me to get close. We can go around and sweep around, come from the other end, but they would probably be aware that something's wrong by then because of the wagons and people not coming along. There's someone filling up water canteens, so they're going to end up coming back sooner or later. So we're running on a clock. If you want to go in now, it's the time. We can get to you close. We can get close, but we're still going to have a few wild...
You still have the wagon.
Yeah, I know.
Horses.
Yeah.
You still have a wagon with 2 horses.
It's a shame we killed that guy.
I would like to confront the Druidess.
Yes,
well, if you want to do that, I would advise we have some high ground we can use. We could put a couple of people with either short bows up on there or crossbows or whatever they've got, and they could come in as a secondary line.
I am happy to go in as bait, as it were.
But I'm not.
You've got a short bow, you can go from...
alone. Especially after seeing what happened with you and that lady over there. You're not going in by yourself, buddy.
I've seen my fair share of combat.
Yeah, we tend to go looking for fights rather than it finding us.
Right. We do have this cart and horses. We could, if we hadn't killed the driver, we could have kind of Trojan horse our way in here. But,
Or we could use it as a distraction.
I don't think sneaking our way in will get me the opportunity I seek.
That's why I was saying use it as a distraction.
Yeah, just get it going.
Scare the horses.
And then...
spook them, get them to go charging in. We only need to get them to look at the wagon for a split second.
Again, it doesn't... I would not be able to get any of the information I seek because...
We don't have to kill anyone, we wound them.
All right,
You
so
want
you're saying we just
information.
walk in there, like, just march down the road in ranks and just arrive and be like, "Where's the druidess, whatever her name was?"
I don't think I got her.
I have it, but I can't read it because I have horrible handwriting.
I'm just gonna say they wouldn't be stupid enough to use their names around captives.
Or just like the
Well, no,
elf.
we got it from the interrogated guy, didn't
You
we?
got it from the interrogated.
Mm-hmm.
And I said last week if somebody else could write it down because I'm interrogating, and I didn't have my notebook in so I had.
You, well, Crimson, so you can rewrite it with better handwriting. You were told that the druid's name is Liben.
Oh, it's an N. Okay. I thought it was a U. Okay.
Yeah, she
Yep.
put Libiu.
As in
I mean,
Peppy.
she could be French.
Liben. Okay. Just, I mean, because if you just walk in there, you're just gonna get mowed down.
Well, they might let their guard down if it's just me.
So you want to go in there on your own, without us being able to get to you quickly? Okay.
I don't know if you're incredibly stupid or incredibly brave, or both.
No, we're gonna go with stupid, but we'll do it if that's what he wants.
Do you have... Ustinia, do you have an idea?
No, not really. I say we go in, butcher them all.
He wants answers, buddy.
Answers? We already have answers, really.
Yeah.
They're bad people. They deserve to die.
I think he
We
wants to
will
know
be the
why
retribution
they're
of
bad
the
people.
gods against
Do you not have a horse, Justinia? You
I mean,
I do.
my-
I have a
my-
horse.
Myself, Ustinia, Rivallon, I think we all have horses.
Well,
We do.
Justinia is the mounted Cossack, so you know.
I do have lance, yes.
Why don't you take a back way out of the forest and flank them?
Okay, I can give it a go.
I still don't like Isaac going in there by himself.
He won't be going in on his own. We will be there with him, but we won't be actually next to him.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. I saw what happened when he goes in by himself.
Well, what if I give you guys time to get into a position where you can rush the camp from all sides, and then I'll go in?
Okay.
Alright,
Plan sucks, but okay. All of our plans suck.
it's a plan. It's a plan.
No
Alright.
plan survives first contact.
Sash, why don't you go with Ustinia? You can take Ruin, my horse.
What
I'm
is-
not that good with that kind of stuff. I'm also not very stealthy.
Neither is Ustinia. Have you seen the size of him?
All right,
Whoa.
I'll go with Justinia.
Okay, there's our armored fist.
One thing though before you go, Isaac, and she will wear her spells. God damn it, it's in actions. Active, yeah, should be in here, I believe.
I'll take R1 with his bow.
If you can get some elevation from the camp, maybe up a tree or something, you might be able to get an extra advantage.
We're already higher than the camp by where we're going to. We're going to the cliff edge.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's only about 7 feet, but you can drop 7 feet, right, Arwen? You got 2 good legs.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
You haven't twisted your ankle lately or anything, have you?
No. Oh, I'm perfectly healthy. Never
I
felt better.
I will also go in on my horse.
Fair enough. Try and keep it from actually like blocking our shots, though.
As long as you don't shoot me, we'll be fine.
There's a spell.
Okay,
thinking
I would
like-
advise not taking the horse in then. It's a very big target.
Okay, so to make you guys sad, I actually have to go with my brother into town and grab pizza for the family because, of course, I do. Because he can't drive yet because he only has a learner permit.
Hmm.
Right.
So I have to. There has to be like right now.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He literally walked in behind me and said, "I need you to go with me into town." And I'm like, "Okay, why?" And he's like, "Pizza." And I'm like, "All right, I guess I'm going to have to go with you then because I don't have
can
an
get
iPhone
it delivered.
Not where I live."
How long's that gonna take you?
Probably 20 minutes, not a bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's up to you guys if you want to take the break now and wait for me to come back, or if you because Eustenia and Sesh are probably going to come into combat later than everybody else. So
We can keep it rolling and see how it goes.
yeah, Roach, you know how my
Um,
character works. You can flub your way through things just fine if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at
Just
that.
keep
Look at that
everybody-
face going. Yeah,
just
I
try
can
and
do
keep-
that.
Just try and keep
Move
everybody
quickly,
alive.
Dragonborn. Move quickly.
Move quickly. Move softly and carry a big gun. I shall be back as soon as I can. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right.
So we have a bad plan.
It's a terrible plan.
But a plan nonetheless.
All right. Give me the final draft of the plan. Then.
Okay, the final draft of the plan is Ustinia and Sesh go around, loop around the enemy camp and come in from the far side. Whereas me and Arwen go back to the place where I was before, so we can use the high ground to use arrows to kind of support Isaac when he goes into the middle of the camp and attempts to face off with whoever is in charge and get answers. And as soon as all hell breaks loose, we collapse in on the camp from two angles and lay waste to our enemies. Assuming it goes that far, it might not.
I'm gonna also have a code word, just like if I want you guys to run in.
Oh, it's simple. You put your hands up in the air. As soon as you roll to start shooting, you close your fists.
Okay, that could work.
Because
But if
you
you
say
don't
no,
all have-
I don't want any trouble or anything. Oh, you're going to start trouble. Okay, fair enough. And then we just start firing.
Fine, I'll go with that.
Well, just, a backup just in case that doesn't work. What was your...
I have a plan of what I want to do as well. If
Fine.
stuff starts to break loose, which will aid you guys hopefully.
Really? Is that where you start firing fireballs everywhere and we just go, oh, he's in trouble?
Different spell, but yeah.
He's just going to start flying. And that's when we know.
Right, yeah. The wings would give it away. If you see me with wings, shit has gone down. So yes, I'm gonna let them all get into position and then make my way down the road on my horse.
Okay.
That was quick.
They haven't even ordered the food yet. Literally, he walked in here, so he asked me to go get the food, and I said to him, "Look, get the food yourself." So I'm going to wait until they order the food to actually go with them. So
Right.
All right.
So I'm here for now.
All right then. So we'll go through you all getting into position first, because how long are you waiting before you go in, Isaac?
Gonna give them another 5-10 minutes to set up.
He's in a rush. We're fucked.
Well, it won't take me long with more than 5 or 10 minutes to get us into position. Ustinia and Sesh will be a bit different.
Oh, will it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it takes about 5 or 10 minutes just to get there, because it's down. You're about midway point into this path, but 5 or 10 minutes from the camp that you're at.
How
to
about
get
like
to the
20?
main camp.
Okay, I'll say 20. I'll say some prayers until it is time to try and.
Okay then, I'll need Rivallon and R1 to make stealth checks as you get to your positions.
Okie dokie.
Let me just see if I have anything.
Don't forget about that advantage you get, Mr. Ranger.
You just got
Doesn't
another
need it.
natural 20.
Oh
He doesn't
my
get
God.
he doesn't get advantage for his natural terrain. He gets certain other things.
Yes,
he
like
can
being able
move-
to find food and not getting lost and stuff like that.
He can
naturally
also like if
stealthy.
he's moving alone stealthily, he doesn't have to. He can move at full speed or something like that.
Yep.
Instead of half speed, that kind of stuff. You
Damn
can
it.
give yourself inspiration or one if you wanted. To.
I don't think I can.
Oh yeah, no, you can't. You can't give yourself inspiration.
No,
but yeah.
I have a thing called naturally stealthy, but it's just I can't attempt to hide when obscured by a creature that's one size larger than me.
Yeah.
All right, well, here goes nothing. Stealth.
Are we back in like 2 minutes? I've got to look.
23. That's not bad. I'll take it.
Alright, so a natural 20 and a 19 for our one and Rivallon. Yeah, so you both get to your positions. There's a tree and some shrubbery on one side of the path, around one of the around the drop off that you're able to get behind, and you have a fairly good view of the camp. The only thing that's blocking your line of sight is the pavilion style tent that's blocking partial view, but that would be the same for the other side of the path as well. It's kind of just the way it is positioned in the camp. It would block part of your line of sight no matter what. This is your better of the two options. And once you get there, it's about 10 minutes after you've left. You separated from the other group at a predetermined point, and they've begun going around. They're both gone right now. So hold on, let's see what.
Rivallon, I might need to tell you a little. I need to tell you something.
What?
See here.
I hurt my ankle. So this drop might be a little interesting.
You hurt your
Just
ankle.
Just a little bit.
Okay, you spend your
Define
level 17
little
on a
bit.
stealth check.
It was, just a minor sprain.
Sprain.
Not broken or anything. I'm sure it's fine. Just thought you should know that.
And you didn't tell anyone this. Why?
Because
Oh,
reasons.
because of the hot dragon lady. Yeah, of course.
It's something like that.
Right, so Seth just rolled a 1.
Of course you did.
Which -1 is it?
No,
negative?
rolled a 2. She rolled a
Oh,
7
okay.
and a 2. 7 and a 2, dropped the 7 because it's disadvantaged with heavy armor. Which means she gets a -1 to her stealth, so that equates to a 1. Not a natural 1, but a 1.
I was gonna say it's not a crit fail.
It's not a critical fail, no. That might have had something. So. Okay, I know how that's gonna work out.
Yeah, we're all dead. Thank you very much.
I'm not even gonna get there. I was just gonna get there, and my party's dead. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm computing that. Okay, so you'll see how that works when you get there, because that would have happened. Well, they're both not here, so you guys don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
And that also happened because of the way that would have worked out before R1 and Rivallon got to their positions. So okay.
Great.
also,
They've been caught, captured. And...
From our spot, can we see anyone?
From our position.
From our position? Yeah.
Yes, you can. You can see 3 individuals in the camp by the time you get there.
And if I was to estimate, how
Damn.
far away are they?
How far away are they from your position? You're looking at. Hold on, I know there's a measuring. The furthest away is about 75 feet.
Oh,
from where you're at.
Okay.
75,
well within range.
75 to 60 feet, somewhere around that.
Okay.
This is what's known as my bread and butter range.
Yeah. But yeah, from where you're at, you can see 3 individuals in the camp.
Which is a problem.
River.
There were 4.
The water skin filler, the 2 people at the campfire. But you don't see the person that was chopping firewood. Specifically, you don't see where the firewood pile is. It looks to be, from where your current position is, on the other side of the large square tent.
Mm-hmm.
Is what you currently see there. Okay. I'm just going to get you this set up here.
It's a battle map being made.
There might be.
Yeah.
You don't know.
So I'm guessing this is the point where I start setting off down the road to try and strike up a conversation with.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh, my face. I've required ice cream to try and bring this one down.
It's a good excuse for ice cream.
Yes, it is.
What flavor have you got?
Proper chocolate.
Very nice.
Hopefully it'll counteract the taste of pus.
Probably didn't need to hear that.
Let this be a lesson. Although in my case it wasn't by choice, definitely go to your dentist, people. Don't put it off.
So I just realised I could do that in Elvish. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I forgot I could change languages. It's the first time I've used it.
It's really cool, isn't it?
I love the language thing. Especially as I have a language that no one else can speak, so I can use it to DM Roach because I still haven't worked out a really quick access to the DM function.
I can't use Uteshian, sadly, but my character knows that none of yous do.
Yeah, I
Does
can't.
anyone know
I
halfling?
can't make original languages, unfortunately. Even though I would like to, I do not know how to do that. Also, I don't know how to make the script for that. So, yeah, because I'm not creative. Just a second, I finally figured out how to get the tokens working how I want them to work. There we go. Oh, that's so much better now. I just need to get it set up correctly. There we go. Yes. Get that black border out of there. Stesh's token had a black border on it because I was using it wasn't the correct way of getting the token to work, but now it's the correct one. Oh, by the way, Ustenia, while you were going around, you rolled a 18 for a stealth check. Stesh rolled a 1. So while you were
months in the wilderness, you know, years.
Yeah, and Sesh is wearing heavy armor that is impeding her ability to stealth around, as well as her just naturally large size. So she makes a lot of ruckus as she's going through there, and even when you're trying to give her tips and trying to keep her quiet as she's going around, it's by the way, you do see the man-at-arms guy. He was one of the 2 that was sitting at the campfire.
Campfire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do see him. But yeah, as you're going around, it is made a bit of a ruckus as you're going towards your start point, which is on the opposite side of the camp to the cliffs. But yeah, let's just get the.
And is this a sheer cliff, or is it one of those ones that just kind of slides down, like curves down?
It's fairly sheer. It's not
Okay.
perfect sheer, but you can definitely. There's a clear delineation.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you can't just kind of slide down it. Okay.
Yeah. That'd be a bit difficult. Okay, Isaac.
Greetings.
What did you want to do? 20 minutes has passed. This is the time that you agreed upon to give to your friends.
I'm going to start riding down the road straight for the camp.
What speed are you going at? Like, what are you going like at a trot, or are you going flat out? What's your just kind of slowly, like at a decent, like what's your clip? What's your pace? Are you being hostile?
I'm not hostile, but fast. If that makes sense. So like a fast trot.
Like a lope.
As in, I want to cover ground quickly. I don't, but at the same time, not,
Right.
come right out and say, I'm going to fucking lance you right now. Like, I'm not charging, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you're going. R1, Rivallon, you hear a horse going at a fairly good clip down the road. Getting closer, it's getting closer. You don't notice the people in the camp paying much mind. Continue not to pay much mind. Continue not to, and now Isaac's like maybe like a minute or two out from the camp proper. Okay, and now they pay mind. Now one of the one that's sitting at the campfire, that's the clearly more professional one. Ears perk up, looks up, and you can hear him. It's a bit too far away with how he's speaking. It's very gravelly, low tones. That's not carrying far, but you can definitely tell he's just given a quick set of orders to the people around him, and they're all the one that was grabbing water skins. He's dropped the water skins, some of them spilling onto the ground, and he's grabbed for his sword. You see the other one scramble up, drop the scroll. He's scrambling for his crossbow, and the big guy is up, and he's got hands on his weapons on his belt, and he's looking around, and then he homes in on the sound. That path. He's not even standing. It's more like a low stance. He's ready to fight. He's keeping low, and it's all instinct at this point. You can see in his face from where you're at.
R1.
Isaac.
That's the one we want first if it goes wrong. He's the leader.
Okay.
We take him down first.
Follow the leader.
Yeah. You hear him say another thing, and this time he's saying it towards the pavilion tent. But you don't make it out. It's very low. It's guttural. It's definitely common, but you're not catching. It's like if you were hearing somebody from about 100 feet away at a mid-tone. That was Mikey going. I think he dropped. At like a mid-tone, you'd catch things. Like you'd be able to know they're speaking English or something, but you wouldn't know what they're saying at that distance. That's kind of what you're getting right now from that. But he's definitely just said something into the tent. And now Isaac, you can see the drop. You can see the path going down the one gentle slope on this cliff face that's going down into this clearing. Now you see clearly the clearing. Are you changing anything about what you're doing right now?
Just slow down a little bit. As to not.
So instead of a now it's more of a now you're holding the horse a little bit. And you're getting it to.
You're cantering.
And I'm also gonna make sure that my face is properly covered by my hood.
Okay. I'm just gonna point out you do have a coat on the horse that is obviously okay. All right.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So yeah, you crest over the height of the cliff, and you finally get sight on the camp for the first time. You don't know where your friends are at this point. They're hidden. You assume they're in position. Some of them are.
At least two are.
Just for context, Ustenia, you and Sesh are definitely a few minutes away from where you're wanting to be. You've had to do like a big end around to get into the position that you were told to be in.
Oh dear.
Because you were told to be on the opposite side of the camp from the cliffs,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not there yet. But you can hear that horse that was coming down the path from where you are. Your ears are keen for the wilderness. Are you changing anything about your approach, or how are you changing, or are you doing anything else?
I think I'm just gonna, since the dinner battle is now heating up and we don't have time, I'm gonna go straight in.
Okay, so you're just making a beeline now to the camp, or where you think the camp is generally. Well, you wouldn't get lost, so yeah, you're making a beeline. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're still a little further away because to make your trip around, you had to go a bit wide, so you're a bit further away than you would like to be. Where you are, it would take you maybe a minute to get where you want to go. So now, Isaac, what do you want to do? You can see this now, and you see 3 people standing in the clearing. They're looking at you.
I'm gonna
Two
call
of them
out
with
to them.
some fear in their eyes, and one of them just with kind of like a predator's gaze. He's calculating. What are you calling out?
I've come to parley with the druid Liban.
That's right. That's right.
2 of them are just looking, kind of darting back and forth between you and the big guy. And the big guy, you can see like a smile crack across his face. You can see, funny enough, pearly whites. Not the rotted teeth of the others that you've seen in this group. And he kind of goes from his low stance, he back straightens a little bit. He smiles. And you feel an arrow sink into the back of your breastplate from
My chainmail.
from your left side, or your chainmail, as the one person who was tipped off by creaking in the bushes was hid himself in a tree before your friends got there. It goes through because he rolled a 19 on his check, which is more than your armor class.
I mean, I got a
That's-
reaction shield.
You had no idea you were getting hit.
Yeah, very true.
It was a general surprise. You did not check, and he was well past your passive perception because he rolled a 26 on that stealth check.
Oh my
Jesus.
god! How? Oh my goodness.
Oh damn.
So yeah, I mean that was a natural 20 on the stealth check, but he is very good stealth for this guy. So you take 6 piercing damage to yourself, and I need you to make a dexterity check to stay in the saddle, because you were standing up in the saddle
Gotcha.
to make your proclaimment of parlay, and that's going to catch you off to the side. 13 total. You
Yep.
just barely stay in. Like it knocks the wind out of you, and you go forward on your saddle, but you're the way that you've got your feet in the stirrups, you're able to hold
Mm-hmm.
just that little bit. But we're gonna go into combat now.
Okay.
Bum,
So,
bum,
hold on a second.
bum.
We have a map this time.
Oh yeah, we have a map.
Dun 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 dun
Give me a
dun
second
dun 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 dun. Diddly dun 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 dun
If I can
dun.
get the damn combat tracker up. Oh, there it is. God, I'm very bad with the combat tracker.
Which Final Fantasy was that, Mitch?
Wasn't Final Fantasy.
Sound like one of them 8-bit Final Fantasy tunes, you know, the 8 or the 16.
Yeah, it was Pokemon Sapphire is what I was
Oh,
doing the battle music for.
Mm.
Justinia uses /. It's super effective.
Okay, and I rolled your initiatives. So, let's get this going.
Sorry, what?
What?
Rolled our initiatives.
Yeah, because I can roll everybody's initiative at once.
Oh wow.
That
we have a
just
map?
gets rid of that.
Soon,
yeah,
soon he'll be able to fight for us. We won't have to do anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
All the
Okay, you
automated
get on with it.
combat.
We'll just sit back and watch.
It's just all automated combat. Oh, you're all dead. Sorry, guys. Auto-resolve battles like it's a total war game. Like, yep, no, you just lost the city.
Ow. Ow. I shouldn't laugh.
I'm so sorry.
Ow.
Sorry.
Oh,
Ah,
God,
that's
that hurt.
better. Oh yeah, that's better. That initiative rolls is what I expect from myself.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, we can get up. We got to get up the turn order ourselves, don't we? Where am I in the initiative? Oh, really? Yeah. Why am
Where
I
are they?
rolled really low?
They're not on the map yet.
About to say, it's ridiculous. How can they not be on the map yet? This is... What kind of dungeon master do we have?
No, I mean they're not in the map yet.
Oh, he's over there.
there you go. No, they're there now. Now
Where
they're
the
there.
fuck am I?
No, our friends is what I meant.
Oh, friends. Oh yeah, Ustenia and Sesh are not on the map yet. You guys.
We got to roll for reserves and come in from the table edge.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
with the way it goes, you guys are gonna be about. You're gonna be 4 turns.
Oh, bloody hell.
Because
Right.
of that natural
Jesus
one.
Christ. Have they got a Rhino Primaris or something fucking with our reserve rolls?
So it's turn. I'm gonna go to the start, which would be Rivallon.
Yes, it would be.
Let me go.
I told you, Midge, we
here.
should have paid for the stratagem in the points. It would have made our reserve rolls much better.
I'm sorry. I went for
Smashed Captain, didn't you? You just wanted
Yeah.
a Smashed Captain.
It's-
That's
All
not
right.
what I wanted.
I'm playing to deep strike, you guys. I'm thinking it's gonna work.
God damn. All right, but you guys see the map, right? You have the map.
Yeah.
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 Okay, good. So what we're doing here is it's Rivallon's turn. You just saw Isaac take an arrow to the back.
Yep. Okay. How do I do the attack thing on this again?
It's control
out.
click.
Yeah, you control click the enemy on the thing, don't you? In the combat tracker.
That's creature 2. Okay. Okay. I Hunter's Mark.
All right. Which one do you Hunter's Mark?
I Hunter's Mark. Unidentified creature 2.
All right.
Miss.
All right. Yeah, with he rolled 3 plus 7, but 10 still misses.
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately.
That's it. I'm done.
Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to do? Or no, you did
Hunter's Mark
Hunter's Mark.
is-
didn't
I
you?
did Hunter's
That
Mark.
was a bonus action. All right then. And that's the end of your turn. You're not going to move.
Oh, where to move, really, is there?
No. Oh, wait a second. You were doing creature 2?
Yeah.
Oh, the one directly across from you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say if you hit the ones inside of the clearing,
The
you'd
thing
have
you'd have
advantage. You'd have advantage. But no, you did what made sense to your character. So, and you marked down your health point damage, right, Isaac?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
it's already on there. That's why I've only
Alright.
got 15 HP right now.
That's true. All right. Then that's the end of your turn, Rivallon.
Yep.
Arwan, your turn.
I am going to give Bardic Inspiration to Isaac.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then I am going to shoot the big guy, because
That's what I told him to do.
that's what he told me to do.
All right. He will get some cover for this.
Yeah.
He'll get half cover.
Mm-hmm. Right. I just roll. It's a straight roll, yeah?
Yeah, it's a straight roll. Yeah, you're not cover. Just give me a second here. If I recall correctly, cover does. I think it's +2 AC. Cover. Yeah, he's half cover +2 AC. So you just make a
Okay.
straight roll, and I'll tell you if you hit him or not. The big guy.
13.
You should have targeted him, by the way.
I thought I did. That's why I... Oh, God. I clicked on his token, not him in the tracker. Okay.
Either way, it doesn't hit. Either way, you wouldn't have hit him.
Okay.
Even yeah, you wouldn't have hit him. So yeah, your short bow actually hits the tent that was interdicting his silhouette from your position, and just does not go through.
Fair enough.
Pretty heavy canvas. You might have just hit a support pole as well. And you already did your special, or you did your bonus action because of the thing. So Sash, she doesn't get to do that, but we mark off one of those rounds on that. Got 4 rounds to go. Sash and who's okay. Making a little list for myself. Ustenia, mark off yours. You both got You've got 3 more rounds to go before you're in there.
Okie doke.
Unfortunately. And now we get the big guy. And the big guy is going to go ahead. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he is going to... He has a ranged attack. Just gonna check 2060. See how far you are away from him, Isaac. $25 Okay. So you're within range. The first increment is the normal range, or the first increment is normal range. Anything past the first increment is disadvantage range up until that point where it's max range.
I think so.
He has disadvantage on you because you're at 25 feet and he has normal range is 20. But he takes out what looks to be a long spike made of. Seems to be maybe
throw
an
a dart at me.
It doesn't look like a dart. It looks like a piece of rock, but it's black and shiny. That has wrappings around it. Like a wrappings for a handle, but it's a dark obsidian color. Maybe an obsidian blade of some sort. But he grabs it out of a sheath on his belt, and he lobs it at you. So he's taking this with disadvantage. Okay, he rolls a 10.
Does not hit.
Which does not hit you. So it goes wide into the forest. Just misses you completely. Okay, he can't do anything else because he moved. He doesn't have anything else to do. Okay, that's going to be the end of his turn. Oh, I should have made sure that he was control clicked, right? Yeah, target Isaac. There we go. And now it's your turn, Isaac.
Okay, I'm going to cast Silence in a 20-foot cube encompassing the larger tent and the 2 bandits.
Larger tent, 2 bandits. So you're talking about the one on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
20-foot cube, so like taking the first 3 squares of that, I guess, is it?
I mean, you can
I
draw a
can't- I
20-foot cube.
I can't.
There's a box.
Where's the draw tool?
Right click,
click.
pointers.
Uh,
Right click, pointers, square.
so it'd be fine. Oh, it appears from the center of where you click, not. I cancel that. I need to central it.
Yeah, where are you
Right.
centering it at?
Like that.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. And silence in that area. Which,
Yep. So I'm casting Silence. It's a level 2 spell. I will bring up the effects of which right now. Except it's not allowing me to show you guys that. I want to cast it. It's not allowing me to show it in the thingy. I'll read it out. Okay, so for the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through the
Oh, there it
20-foot
is.
radius.
You just drag and drop the red icon
Into the chat.
chat, and that'll bring that in there.
Anyway, I'll read it out for the podcast anyway. For the duration of the spell, no sound can be created within or pass through the 20-foot radius. Sphere centered on the point you choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage and creates and the creatures are deafened entirely while inside.
Okay.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I am going to cast Healing Word on myself. Because I
Alright.
fucking
If you
need the help.
want to make sure that your viewers can see it, all you do is you click on the red dragon thing that appears in the chat and it appears on your screen.
Yep.
Very nice. And I give myself 6 HP back.
Ah, the 6 you lost.
And then following that, I am going to move because I'm mounted. I've got 40 foot of movement. And I am going to ride. How do I? We have this way that you allow us that we mark out which way we're moving and then you accept it, don't you? Or are we not doing that currently?
Oof. You really don't have much movement, do you?
What, me?
Yeah.
I've got 40 foot on my horse.
Yeah, I know. It's just not that far.
It's a draft horse. It's not a war horse.
I've forgotten how to do that.
No worries.
Oh.
I will just manually move for now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And with that, I end my turn.
Alrighty then. I'm just trying to figure out. How I did that originally, because that was a very useful feature.
He's back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey,
We have a
kitten.
cat.
Welcome, cat. Much better looking than the other guy.
I know he is. He's your big handsome kitty.
Oh yeah, and by the way, you rolled a 1 on a stealth check.
So you're like 3 turns out of combat currently.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm too thick. I'm just too thick. Too junky for that. Stealth? Nope. Clap my ass cheeks. Just alerts all the guards. Actually, you better fucking work, or I'm going to.
Try moving your character now, Isaac. Try doing a movement from where you're at right now.
Yep. It's doing that thing.
Okay, good.
Ooh. Anything from?
All right, so if I do this, then oh, I think I've already. Okay, yeah, no, I've got that set up. Okay, so that's the end of your turn, Isaac.
Yes.
Okay, so now we go to this guy's turn. He's silenced, but that doesn't matter because he's got a crossbow.
He's
has
got a
cross-
gun.
He has a crossbow, and that doesn't block line of sight because it's just cone of silence, or it's a cube of silence, whatever. So he's going to target. Well, he would know where. Yeah, he would know where all of you are because you've all broken your hiding to shoot and haven't re-hid. But I don't believe you guys are within range anymore of him. Well, you are. He's gonna target. No, he's gonna target the guy that was casting magic.
Okay.
He's targeting you, Isaac, and he's bringing up his crossbow, taking a bead on you, and he's gonna take a shot. That's a natural 1.
It jams in his crossbow.
It goes well wide of you. Doesn't even get close. He's just his shaking arms just toss it out. It's not even worth.
It's because he's been
calling it
deafened.
an
It's
attack.
thrown off his like sense of.
Yeah, no, that's it. He's just freaked out. He's freaked out. Somebody's casting magic on him. Doesn't know what's going on. All right. Next one was the one that originally shot at you, Isaac. He is being engaged by an archer in a tree, and he's going to take a counter shot at him because, fuck, he's shooting at me.
How dare he?
Exactly. How dare thee? Okay. So, let's see here.
By George, I think they're shooting at us. How dare they?
He rolled a 4 plus 3.
It's even worse than my
So
shot.
7. So 7 versus AC does not hit. He is going to back off here a little bit. Try and get some cover. Doesn't actually get cover, but he makes him feel better.
Yes, get further away from the guy who has this ridiculous aim that sometimes just goes completely insane and
He doesn't
pins
know
people
you're
to
an elf.
barrels.
And the next one, who's also in the silence, he's going to move. He doesn't have a crossbow. He's just got a sword, so he's going to go forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he's going to do his bonus action to go the rest of the way. 5, 10, 15, 20, and get up right next to you and your horse, Isaac.
Okay.
Okay. Then the next one, rolled a 2 on their initiative. Out of the pavilion-style tent. Are you raising your hand?
Yeah, sorry. Question.
Okay.
Does my horse go on my turn?
Yes, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Just need to know for horse attacks.
Out of the pavilion-style tent, you see the flap move open, like flap open, and another individual will step out. An elvish woman wearing green clothing and carrying a large staff walks out of the tent. Not the one you targeted, the opposite one.
It's a 50-50. So I went for the one.
Well, I didn't describe specifically the tents. That either way, it doesn't matter.
Not to me. My character wasn't there.
Yeah, no, true. Your character was not privy to that. So yes, she stepped out. It was 5 feet of movement. She's going to go 10, 15, 20, 25 next to the big guy. And what's she gonna do? And then she is going to cast yeah, she's gonna cast a spell on the man next to her. She stretches her hand and lays a hand on his shoulder, and you can see her eyes go green for a second as she speaks in a deep speech that does not sound like anything to any of you. A primordial type of speech, and you can see you can see the man's skin go almost wood-like, as if his skin is replaced with bark.
Wrong skin.
And a wood texture appears on him.
His AC is now something stupid. Just FYI, guys.
So, just to get in here real quick, Roach, it won't let me join the Fantasy Rounds thing because it's telling me there's a username already in use.
Oh dear.
Says you're connected.
Yeah, but I'm not on my screen.
He's not in the game, is he? On our
Try
screen?
restarting completely.
Okay.
As in the program. Try restarting
yeah.
the program completely from fresh start. Okay.
It's logging me into Hamachi now. Opening.
I'm gonna double
yeah.
check something here.
I'm logged into Sleeping Giant. And...
Okay. That's gonna be the end of her turn because she did that in action, so yeah. She goes ahead and uses up 1. Okay, and that's going to be the end of her turn. We go to the top of the round, which is Rivallon.
Yay. Okay.
Come on.
I'm still going after unidentified creature 2. I don't see the point in going after anything else. We've got to cover our flank.
Alrighty then.
So he's still got Hunter's Mark on him, hasn't he?
Yes, he does. That's a hit.
Yay!
So go ahead and roll damage. Roll the damage.
And then we've got...
You.
No, I've got my extra damage.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. All right. Your first attack, he's reloading his crossbow, and as he's coming out for another attack, he brings it up to point towards you, drawing a bead at your position as he sees an arrow racing towards his face. He does not have time to realize his death before he is dead. Just an arrow impales him in the face, and he drops back onto the ground, lifeless, from a very lucky shot.
Oi! I've been doing these all the living time.
You've got a point.
Yes.
It's not luck anymore.
No, it's not. It's
not.
ridiculously good accuracy.
True.
Thank
So,
you.
You've killed one. You've used your action. Do you have a bonus action or movement you want to take part in?
Yes, I will. I will. How far can I move?
Don't forget to move Hunter's Mark. That's the bonus action.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Let us
Cough,
move.
cough.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. No, he's sitting next to me. He can say these things. I will move Hunter's Mark. Who should I move it to, people? Who do you think?
That's up to you.
The one with the biggest gun, if that's a term we can use
The
here.
big boy.
With the wooden skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might be more of an Isaac target due to the fact he can set fire to him.
All right.
Just saying.
Woman.
Just do it to
Um,
the woman.
Yeah, all right. I'll move it onto the
So-
woman.
The woman. Okay, so your hunter's marking the druid.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna do this because you know it. Oh no.
I can also move as well because that's my bonus action, isn't it?
Yes, just delete her from the combat. That would be so
no.
helpful.
Now she actually has a name because
Oh.
you have identified. You've got that information before, so she has a name
Oh.
now. Because I can identify these things, so you know.
I will then maneuver myself. Or should I?
You're in a pretty good spot there.
Yeah, okay.
You have advantage from where you're at currently. You have advantage in anybody in the clearing.
Okay, I will move myself to this side of this tree then.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Yep.
Thank you.
I accepted your movement.
Thank you very much. Thank you, God.
Yes. Yes, I am merciful. All right, and that's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
All right, Arwan, your turn.
I'm
Currently
going to
see a bark-skinned big guy, a druid, a person right next to Isaac, and a person way back in the back.
Right.
Also a dead.
I am going to cast Phantasmal Force on the barkskin guy
Okay.
as a 10-foot cube of lava centered on him.
Can you give me a? Can you put that spell in the chat so I can review
Oh,
that?
no, that's not the wrong one. There we go.
Okay.
No, but it doesn't matter. I hit the wrong.
Oh, okay. So you're making. Oh, it's not real lava. You're
No,
You're
it's a
trying to trick 'em.
phantasmal. Yeah,
Okay,
but
got
it didn't work. Because I hit the cast button instead of dragging the thing.
Oh no, it did.
Yeah, you succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Success.
rolled a success. Or no, wait.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
I
rolled a
saved.
success.
He
He rolled a
he rolled a
21.
success. Yes, he
Mhm.
rolled a success because he rolled a 19 plus 2, 21 on his intelligence check. Yeah, so you cast it, and you can see for a couple of seconds, fear grips this man, as you can see him start to go just to brush off, and he's about ready to scream until you see he looks at himself. Then he looks at you as you were just got done strumming your instrument, or I'm assuming you have some sort of instrument while you cast this because you're a bard.
I can use my
with-
swords.
Oh,
As a
okay,
focus.
you're making sounds
Or my
with your
weapons as
swords
a
is what you're
focus,
happening.
yeah.
You're clacking them
Oh,
together, and yeah, you're making sounds with your swords as and you're making gestures towards him. So he knows that you just cast something towards him. He knows you're magical now.
Mm-hmm.
But it did not take root, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
Is there anything you'd like to do for a bonus action? And I know, Midge, I just want to get through.
Okay, yeah,
another round
just
of
making sure you
combat.
saw it.
I gave Isaac Bardic Inspiration. I guess I'll give Rivallon Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you.
All right, remember that.
I have no idea what that does to me.
It's a D6. You can use it on attack rolls or
You can add a d6 to the attack rolls or stuff
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
or
cool.
saving throws. Or
Yay.
basically anything in the skills too.
Yeah. Okay. That's into your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Sesh is. I don't know why you're doing a death save. Because you're still alive. But
I have many questions.
yeah, I don't know why you just rolled the death save because you didn't need to.
Neither do I. Hang on, let me check.
Did you
Could it
click
be
something
something
when
I
you went
fucked
to?
with?
I don't know. You should be fine. But Sash, you're essentially where you were at with Ustenia. You were 4 turns away from the combat when it started. So this is your second turn out of combat. You still have 2 more to go before you're good. Same thing with Ustenia. Second turn.
And we will
So
now
halfway
start yelling at them through the trees. You don't get here within the next 5 minutes. You're all dead when we find you.
All right. So, yeah, big guy. He's got he's got a couple options now. Well, actually, no, he doesn't. He has to go. Yeah, he's gonna do 5.
I like it when you start calculating things.
He bursts out of the bushes, full speed towards you, Isaac, and you can see blood in his eyes as he goes to attack you.
These wooden eyes.
His wooden eyes. Yeah, no, and it's weird. It's weird because he's moving at full speed. He's moving at full tilt, but he looks like it's
Disjointed.
Like wood.
Yeah.
His skin is wood. It should not move like that. It's weirding me out a little bit.
Oh no.
He's just like creaking of wood as he goes. So yeah, he is goes towards you and he makes a multi attack. So
Rip Isaac.
Oh, hi, Isaac.
one attack with his sword. He draws his sword out and goes for you with it.
Reaction shield.
Okay. Well, does a 19 hit?
What's my AC?
Shield is a +5, if I recall.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. My AC's matching AC. That hits, right?
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah, then it hits.
Matching AC hits? Like, fairly
I'm sure that matching AC is...
Attackers win, I believe.
Oh, attack. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a hit, so he's going to do damage.
Sorry, Mitch.
It's alright. No.
8 damage.
Damn.
Gonna do his second attack with his gnarly sword towards you.
Give me 2 seconds.
Your shield is still up, by the way.
Yeah,
Your
that's what I was
shield
gonna say,
remains
my
up
shield
for the whole
up.
round. Until your next turn, your shield remains up. So keep in mind your current AC. That's still
Oh,
gonna hit though, 'cause you rolled a 23.
Fuck me.
It was an 18 +5. He gets a +5 to these attacks.
Oh, it's now calculating my wounds as well automatically on a different tab. So I need to adjust my max HP. Sorry. I need to adjust that wounds, and I've just been changing my max HP when I've
It
been
doesn't
hit.
need to. It does it automatically, doesn't it?
It does it automatically. It's a part of the
And
whole
you
thing.
can put things into
Well,
wounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was at a different HP, so I need to now work out how much wounds I need to go on top of the wounds that are being calculated automatically, if that makes sense.
I understand what you're trying to say.
You had a max HP when you came into the combat. You took
Yes.
6 damage initially. You healed back 5 of that.
No, he
No,
about
I healed
6 of
back
that.
6.
No, you healed back 6, so you went back up.
But
to 4.
but I was still 3 HP down from my max, so I need to add 3 to whatever wounds.
Yeah, so you just took
8.
8. So you're down.
11.
Yeah, so I need to change
11.
this wounds to 11 rather than.
There.
I need
Yes.
that.
There you go.
That's all. Yeah, that's what I was just saying I was doing.
Okay,
We're good.
good.
Yeah.
All right. The second hit will be roll damage for 7 damage.
Disgusting.
Oh boy.
HP.
Isaac, heal yourself.
Oh yeah, I
Again.
will.
And he's gonna get his last attack.
Wait, just 3?
Yeah. It's not my fault you guys split up. Okay. It came in here piecemeal.
Ah.
One of you were riding in literally on a white horse. And the only one of you and riding in on a white horse and not the one who actually has the mounted combat trait. I'm gonna point out.
They were meant to be here by now.
Well, you never computed out how long it took them to get here. So his dagger, he takes out his second dagger from his belt in his offhand and slashes at you underhanded with it.
With a dagger trying to hit me on the horse.
Miss!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Miss!
Miss. Rolled an 8. Or
Yes!
no, rolled a 3 plus 5. He gets a plus 5 to these attacks.
Jesus Christ, you need me there ASAP.
Well, get
Yeah.
moving.
And don't worry, Crimson. I did compute in his shield AC, but the second attack was a 23.
No, I was just thinking, does he get disadvantage because he's attacking someone above him? But
Right, since we're not going to be here for a little bit, I'm going to go have a quick smoke. After this is
Well, I
going
was gonna say I was gonna
Break
give you a
time.
chance in this next round, but I'm going to say after that we should take our break, our midpoint break for
Yep.
one
Right.
session. So that works. Out.
We will be back in a moment. Enjoy your break time, other people.
Yep.
Party
I'm gonna get
people.
some hot cocoa
Party
in
hard.
my voice.
Yeah, you and me both. So how about that Article 13, eh?
I'm moving to Canada. Fuck it. Canada, the freedom of memes.
It's one
I
of the
think we'll
things
be.
that baffles me. Oh no, I don't think. Before you say it, you think that we'll be all right. There's a good chance this might get incorporated in British law.
Oh no, no, no!
How
I know. No, it's what I'm saying. Article 13 might be alright. British law past it might not, because they've wanted to do harsher bills for the last 20 years.
It's
Yep.
it's no longer called Article 13 now.
called Article
It's
17.
17.
Yeah.
They changed
But
it.
but regardless, one of the things that gets me is that the defenders of it, although saying, "Oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad," what they don't understand is this. You should read the wording of it. There's also the reference to protection of satire, blah 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 blah. Right? Look at the DMCA. There is protection for satire, commentary, and everything else. Blah 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 blah. Has the exact same protections that they're trying to have the member states of the EU include in this Copyright Act. This is basically the EU's version of the DMCA. Look at YouTube, which is under the provisions of since 2000. This came out, this law, 2001, something like that. The DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Look at YouTube. Still, content creators are getting fucked over with any content that they're uploading using Content ID system, which is required in order to ensure that YouTube doesn't get sued. Now, companies here, unlike YouTube, will not have a direct. YouTube does not necessarily have a direct responsibility for each and every individual copyright action against it, which is further backed through the Content ID system. In Europe, these companies will be directly responsible under the provision that if they don't do enough to protect the copyright, they will be legally liable, right? So that's going to doubly motivate companies to enforce a Content ID style system. So all they're talking about, oh yeah, but this is all protected and blah blah blah. Well, look at YouTube and people trying to upload videos. Now apply that to meme posts. You're going to have to fight every instance that the filter flags up. This thing has copyrighted content. This thing has copyrighted content, and you'll have to fight it the entire time through the system.
It's actually worse than the DMCA because DMCA does not impart a. It does not make the hosting website liable. It makes the uploader liable.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get
at. The problem with this is it actually will hurt YouTube as well because YouTube is currently under a system in which the uploader is liable if they break DMCA, copyright, or anything like that. And that's the whole problem. Article 13/17, whatever you want to call it now, makes the hosting site liable for content that possibly infringes on copyright, which means they now have to implement a Content ID system much harsher than the one they have currently for areas in the EU. And the problem is that there is, even in just EU states alone, if you just policed things that came in from the EU, you're talking hundreds of hours a day worth of content, probably orders of magnitude more than that. Like I think they say there's something like 100 hours of video uploaded a minute or something like that on YouTube. It's a ridiculous amount, and there's no way to review that. And most small companies can't do that automatically, so that blocks out smaller businesses, and there's no startups are going to be able to come up from that. And it's more than likely that YouTube may actually just implement a harsher content block system for EU states.
Yeah.
In fact, there are already channels that are saying if it comes down to the point where I will be liable for shit uploaded and I'll be dinged in the EU, I'll just not allow it to be viewed in the EU. Like big guys too. Like we're talking like Philip DeFranco show,
Yeah,
like,
he said
old
that.
school YouTubers and shit, like just directly saying, if it happens, I'm just gonna cut out the EU. I don't want to, but I'm not gonna be put liable for this.
Yeah, and the issue is that all these provisions about saying that you have to have some sort of provision. Well, what's the provision on YouTube with the Content ID system? You have to appeal. You have to go through all these hoops and jumps long before you even get to the court point, right? And it's going to be the same thing with Europe as well, with this system, that you have to go through hoops and jumps within the system itself of the website just to get your stuff actually uploaded, let alone monetized, if it's like YouTube. But on Facebook, and you want to share a funny meme with your mates, but it happens to use a still from a movie, even though that's allowed, and they have a provision where there has to be some sort of system according to the wordings of Article 17, that system does not necessarily have to be user-friendly, right? Because if you actually read the wording and the compliance, it's just simply saying there has to be some sort of system. It does not necessarily have to be on the side. And as I say, it's all these people saying, well, there's protected and there's provisions for it. It's like, yes, so did the DMCA. And look at what's happened to YouTube. And all of these movie reviewers, critics of video games, and everyone else that have constant issues getting their stuff monetized or even getting their stuff uploaded, let alone monetized, having to play with the content review system, despite the fact that they have every legal right under fair use law through the DMCA to upload it. And the DMCA also has parts of its articles in the law that says there has to be some sort of system where you can't just go out the way of just striking everything. Courts have said you can't just go out of the way striking everything, right? There is also court provisions for this, but in reality, because of how filtering systems have to work, it's just not going to work. And even the big beneficiaries of Article 11's changes, the hyperlink attacks, news media, they're pointing out issues with blanket filtering of hyperlinks and blanket filtering of uploads that it's going to be very difficult to make it very smooth and seamless. When you have the biggest proponent of this legal change in Europe turning around saying, well, what I'm envisioning some sort of like dual layer system where it reviews the content and then it reviews the context. Point out any algorithm or bot out there that can determine context accurately. Point it out. It doesn't exist. You do not have computers that can effectively manage context yet. We are not that far ahead. But it's okay, you know, future generations will figure this out. That's what I don't get about people that are like saying, but it's not that bad, guys. It's like, well, look at fucking YouTube. You can see how bad it's going to be if you look at content creators on YouTube. That's what you're bringing to Facebook with everything that you share on Facebook that has any sort of still images from movies to Imager, anything like that.
Reddit's gonna
Reddit,
like
4chan.
yeah.
They're all liable because of their user base sizes. They're all liable because they allow uploading of content. Newgrounds with the Flash portal. You have people making parodies on Newgrounds. They're going to be liable as well.
Anyway,
Are we ready for some more D&D?
I am.
we normally do the politics at the beginning of the stream.
Or we sometimes do it in the middle as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Depends on the mood.
So we finished off. Well, we left off at the end of the big guy's turn, and now we go to Isaac's turn.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move there, hopefully.
Okay. You need to tell me when you do that. So I'll have to adjust you because you're in between lines here.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna I've got one level 1 heal left. So I'm gonna drop that on me.
Wait, you used your action to disengage and you used your movement.
And my bonus action to heal.
You said it's a level 1 spell. Are you sure it's a bonus action?
Yes, we went
Healing
through this
word?
last week.
We went through it last week, mate. Here's a bonus action.
Alright.
Healing word.
It's only 1d4 plus whatever, so I get 4 HP back.
Because you rolled a 1 on your heal.
Mm-hmm.
Better than the kick in the face.
Yep, so now that goes
So
back to
now-
14.
14, you're still heavily wounded.
I'm still heavily wounded, but
Yep.
I'm out of combat a little bit.
Isaac, he hurt.
There's a lot of blood everywhere.
Alright, my turn.
He bleed.
Mr. Isaac, no!
Mozambique, yeah.
Oh no.
Alright.
No.
He, well, we go to the one that's still in the cone of silence. Or not cone of silence. I don't know why I say cone of silence.
It's the cone of shame.
Zone. It's like a zone of silence. The zone of silence.
I do not
and-
like the cone of shame.
And again, he doesn't cast anything. He instead just brings up his crossbow. And you are closer now, so he's gonna shoot at you.
Is that tree not partially in the way?
Yeah.
That's not a tree. That's a bush.
Bush.
Oh, with bush.
The trees have. You're on a horse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're on a horse.
Oh yeah.
There's no.
And you're also like
This
6
is a-
feet tall.
This is a 10-foot square bush.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen a 16-foot tall bush?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
the
France
middle-
maybe.
In France, maybe. Not here.
Yeah, I'm
no.
European.
It's
Those are
not
also
that.
hedgerows.
Yes, there are hedgerows that are that tall.
In
Yeah.
the middle of a forest, it's quite possible that this bush is really fucking big.
It's not. It's not from an apiary or something like that's been. This has been trimmed to be that big. No, it's just a normal bush.
It's not like someone came and cut it
Okay,
down.
I suggest we start a thing in my chat. Do you think this is a 16-foot tall bush?
Also, yeah,
Doesn't
you're
matter.
on like
I say it's not.
Both
You're on a
chats.
horse.
Both chats.
You're on a horse and you're 6 feet tall.
Midge's chat and my chat.
6'6", and you're on the back of a horse that carries a 6'6" tall person.
Do we
Yeah,
think this
dude.
bush is 16 feet tall? We need help.
That's a 22.
For fuck's sake, why are you rolling so high today, Roach?
I don't know. How can
Tell
I have
someone else.
known? You're the one that's. Who are they going to target? Who are they going to target? You make
The other
the
two that have
best
been
op-
shooting at them.
They get disadvantage on that because they're on the high ground.
You did ride to the low
You
ground,
make
my
the-
friend.
You make the best tactical choice to hit.
I mean, I'm hoping I was in cover,
Save
at
me,
least
Obi.
partial cover here, you know.
You're
it's
on
more
a horse.
concealment than cover.
It's more concealment, but they saw where you went.
How much damage does he take?
It blocks. I'll tell you, it blocks movement. The bushes block. Well, they
Well,
don't
then
block.
how
movement.
did that guy
They're
hang on.
they're
How did that
difficult
guy
terrain.
burst through it
It's
last time
difficult.
then?
Because he's got
It's
wood for
difficult
skin.
terrain.
It's difficult terrain.
It's difficult
So?
terrain is what I was trying to say. Yes, 40 foot of movement. Damn it.
He has 40 foot of movement.
He's a fucking. Yeah, I keep telling you guys, he's fucking badass as a character.
He's a speedy boy.
He's a speed. He hits hard, and yeah.
He's as fast as my fucking horse.
Yes.
Bruh.
Christ.
You're only
Wait,
10
very
foot. Hey, more importantly, you're only 10 foot slower than your horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. Instead of it being a quick guy, it's kind of a slow horse. Be honest here. Let's
I
be
mean, can
honest.
it be a bit of can it be a bit of column A, bit of column maybe?
A little bit column A, a little bit column B. Hey, lucky, only 2 damage. You rolled a 1 on that.
Isaac's
Not
just
really.
a pain cushion. He's just a fucking pain cushion.
Not really.
Yes, really.
It's not my fault. You came up alone. You gave away your ambush because you had a big fuck off dragonborn and
Hey,
heavy
that's
armor.
not my fault at all. You can't pin that on me.
Now we can try
Somebody
though.
made the plan. Somebody made the plan.
I'm just out here trying to be thick and chunky. I can't help the fact that she's clapping, you know?
Okay,
Cannot
that
use
one's,
this. You can't-
That one's dead.
Yeah, someone killed that one.
Yeah, someone killed that one.
I don't know who that was.
Mm. Okay, so this guy, he's going to technically No, he's closer. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh, I just get shanked in the blade.
30. Use his other action to go.
I have a question. Does my horse's movement count as a movement action on my turn?
Yeah,
Or-
well, it count.
or-
I-
or
it either-
does
it
the
would either
horse
count-
get its-
You have
or
to
does
direct
the-
the horse. So I'm
Okay.
using that as your movement. You just get the benefit of an extra 10 feet of movement because you're on a horse.
It'd be
Right
different
now,
if your animal was intelligent and sapient and so on and so forth.
then it would be separate. Or if you had, I think, if you had the mounted combatant trait. I'm not sure. I think the mounted combat trait makes mounted combat a little better. Or it just might be advantage while you're mounted on a horse. Either way,
one.
this other one.
That guy that's near you, you're going to take him on, right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm not.
He essentially uses all of his movement and his action to get to you, R1, because he deems you more. Oh, thank you. Mount combatant.
Advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creatures that's smaller than your mount. You can force an attack targeted at your mount to target you instead. If you manage to subject to an effect that allows you to start your saving check.
Yeah,
Might
it
take
essentially
half
just
damage,
makes the
no
mount a
damage.
little bit more utility based, and not as prone to damage because area of effect will hit your mount as well. But you can, and it's pretty bad. But yeah, this guy just goes full bore right towards you, R1, because he deems you're more of a threat than Isaac, who seems to be practically dead at this point on the back
Fair
of his
enough.
horse. He just got fucking wrecked by his boss, and
Fair enough.
just got also hit in the shoulder by an arrow. He's just like leaning forward on his horse. It's not been a good day for Isaac. It has
No.
not been in any way a good day for Isaac in terms of combat.
It's only a flesh wound.
Because this is still the same day as me being beaten up by that woman as well.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it has not been a good day. Not been a good day at all.
Not been a good day to be Isaac.
Not at all. Okay, Liben. Oh, by the way, Isaac, you're close enough for this. Make a perception check. Should have done this the first time you saw Liben, but make a perception check.
I don't think I can see anything right now.
Yeah, the blood's getting in his eyes.
It's starting to black out a little bit.
18.
18? Okay, you can see this. We're backing up a little bit. When Liben got out of the tent and was racing towards the big guy, you saw a glint of golden metal around her neck. And you saw the shape of a star.
Yep, she's wearing the Star of Palor.
She's
That's
wearing the Star of Palor.
That's why I came to
The
speak.
five-pointed Star of Palor on her. Or actually, no. I think I established Palor in this world. It's a six-pointed star. It's an even number of stars. So yeah, six-pointed star around her neck. Yeah, she's wearing it.
Poor
but
Isaac.
Yeah. Is going to go ahead and
Yeah, it should be 6.2 for 6 points.
6 points. It's going to cast. Yeah, you can see her cast something with her a flourish of movement, and again, this primordial speech as she gestures onto her long club slash staff that she uses, and you can see it
Shillelagh.
glow with a magical energy.
Yeah, shillelagh.
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 Yeah. And now she goes. No, be right there. Yeah, because that's difficult terrain. Yeah. So she gets right about there. She trudges through the branches and the thick bush as she goes through, and you can see her looking towards Isaac as she's walking, with a what's the word? A very determined look in
Determined?
her eyes. Yes. It's the end of her turn. Rivallon.
Okay.
Saw your friend get wrecked in the clearing.
Do I target her now? No. That's a control left click, yeah?
Yep. Oh, I make sure you unselect the other person.
Oh, right, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Am I unconnected?
Well, you
Oh,
were
nope,
before.
you were.
Do it one more time. There you go.
Yeah,
You're
you're
good.
good. You're good.
Got it.
No, now you've unselected Liban as well. You had it. Now you've got it. You're
Right.
Good.
So much work. All right. Okay, so we've already got her marked with Hunter's Mark. So I'm hoping, Isaac, I will be able to like distract one of the people trying to rip your skull off, or even
more
damage her
bashing
enough.
his skull in.
Even maybe even damage her enough that she retracts the spell from her pal.
Oh, that's a.
Oh,
Think-
yeah, no, I think it's non-concentration, but go for it anyway.
Give it a go. What's the
by the way,
worst that can
speaking
happen?
of concentration, is the zone of silence concentration?
Um,
'Cause you would have to make a couple of checks if that was the case.
Or just drop it.
Yeah, you are just bad.
yeah, it is.
It is okay. I need you to make
Like 2, 3,
I need
3.
I need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws.
Damn it.
Or just drop it.
Or just drop it.
I mean, I might as well try and give it the chance. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, it failed on the last turn.
It goes down. Yeah, your DC was 10 because you had to. It's either half damage or 10 for that. So yeah, you unfortunately.
There goes all my good rolls for the rest of the day.
Yeah, 2 17s. Wow, that was pretty good. But yeah, you're since that was your last one. Yeah, the arrow is what threw you off. You weren't
Yeah.
expecting it from there. You had forgotten about the guy in the back that's still by the campfire. Hasn't moved
Because he
this whole
hasn't hit
combat.
me as well, yeah.
But it comes out of nowhere, throws you off, and you just you flicker of a second. You lose the concentration on that spell effect that you had imbued in that area, and sound returns. You can see him actually get kind of confused. Looks around. All right, now Rival, you can go ahead and do your turn. Sorry, that's a hit.
Okay. Damage.
She doesn't have good. Well, actually, you rolled an 18. Yeah, wow.
And then I've got another 6.
Yeah, another 6.
Oh, there you go.
12 damage.
I actually didn't see that roll.
You didn't see
Yeah, I
it?
didn't either.
Oh, there it is.
There you go,
Oh,
5.
There it is.
So that's 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
11 damage. Okay, yeah, she looks pretty hurt. That arrow, she wasn't expecting it. You can see she might have been focused on the person that's seemingly just is rolled into the
Oh,
camp
you didn't
and-
attack with advantage there.
That's true. You didn't attack with advantage. Roll one more attack.
Just in case you
Just-
get a crit.
Oh.
In case you get a crit.
Nope.
No.
No,
It's fine.
that's-
It's
yeah.
fine. Oh.
We'll take
That was a
the
1.
longbow attack, yeah.
Take the regular one that you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your first one. But yeah, she wasn't expecting an attack from your angle, and it catches her in the upper gut, and you can hear like a sucking in of air. And she's got to make a Constitution saving throw because she took damage. So her con save.
I am gonna
She
go
rolled.
down in the next round of combat.
How much damage did you do total? 11?
11 damage.
Yeah, she rolled a 12, so she succeeds. She maintains concentration. So, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Well, unfortunately, my pal, Isaac, is too far away from me to get close.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could use Cure Wounds on him if it was a bit closer. 'cause I
Yeah,
could get to
that's
him.
like a touch distance, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So...
Start Skyrimming the shit out of your horse and just like climb up the cliff again.
Fucking might do this.
So I will hold my ground.
Start
Okay.
shouting some insults at them. It might work.
Your mother is a hamster.
And your father smelt of elderberries!
R1, it is your turn.
I am going to slash at him with my main hand because swords. With the guy that's right up on top of me. Oh,
I assumed
yep.
you hit.
Yep.
Oof.
And then
Yeah,
I will.
You hit him bad. He's hurt. He's hurt. You can see like that slash. It got deep into his chest, and you can see like maybe a couple of broken ribs through one of his sides poking
Ooh.
outside,
Ugh.
and he's
Nice.
grasping it.
They're
He's
not meant
still
to be
staying
there.
up, though.
Alright, and then my offhand.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Dying.
Yeah.
He did.
Yes!
He
He's
did.
dying. Yeah. You hit the same spot just with the kind of like a reverse strike, and just crush it internally, and you hear the breath escape from the compressed lung, and he just falls forward.
And then
Like in the descriptions I give to the deaths, guys. Yeah. You
I
know,
think
and
it was
then-
more
for
the wounding.
kids.
The wounding was worse, I think, than the death. The death was pretty quick.
so
The-
Really? Because that's asphyxiation on your own blood, essentially.
yeah, I know,
Oh.
but it,
Right.
like,
That's what that would entail.
compared to ribs that should be very much inside being outside.
Oh,
no,
I mean, yeah,
but-
that sucks.
yeah.
right,
I
and
mean,
now I
similar to
have,
bones, I think, for,
So what
for
are
a
you,
lot of people is worse.
You
I'm
got
gonna move.
movement and your bonus action. Or no,
Yeah.
your bonus action was your offhand
Yeah,
attack. wasn't it?
yeah, offhand
Yeah.
attack, and I have 35 feet of movement because I get 10 feet when I attack. So,
Oh, great, yeah. Oh, and you get you're 25 initially because you're
Yep.
Yeah.
yep, I'm short.
Yeah, just run as fast as your little legs can carry you.
just hear him right.
There's a big unshoed feet just going. I like-
Ustenia's just not.
There.
I just realized this. Ustenia's not having a good day for combat either, because the first combat you guys had with the woman, by the time he got there, it finished.
yeah.
Oh,
And by the time we get there, everybody might be dead.
one side or the other.
No, I mean everybody. You'll mutually exclusively finish it
Yeah.
first.
Oh,
out.
like
Some sort of
atomic particles, mutual
Yeah,
annihilation.
mutually assured destruction. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the USSR, we're the USA. It's the Bay of
Is
Pigs
that the end of your
crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you two in the flanking force an option here. You could get onto the map this turn, but you're going to be essentially you're going to be doing this at the cost of being careful, because you're in basically old growth forest. Nobody's been there in like 100 years, so there's prickles. Or there's like
Another reason why this might be a 16-foot bush.
Yes!
there's-
Another reason!
there's like thorns and roots and stuff like that. If you do this, you're going to be taking 1d6 damage, because essentially you're like abandon of your personal safety. You're going as flat out as you can, and you get on to the board this turn with 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'll take the chance.
Could I just raise my shield in front of my
Oh,
face?
for crying out
I'm
loud.
Wielding one.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
Wasn't I love the fact that she said she would, if it passed this time, she'd resign. She wouldn't be going on to the to
So
re-election.
No,
and
no
it didn't
majority for any MPs for Brexit. Fuck! What did I do?
Rip the homie. There's no
I'd
way
love-
I
Decide what they want, basically.
I love it. It's
know
gonna be
what we
funny. 'Cause
don't
It's gonna be
want?
like Mad Max, but for the UK. That's what I'm imagining. Just
They're just gonna fight over who gets the last crumpet.
Mage is gonna be the big guy that sings opera, but has the gimp mask at the first movie. He's gonna,
And it's gonna be one of my own fucking face.
yeah. So are you both taking the chance, the 1d6 damage to get onto the board with 10 feet of movement this turn?
I couldn't just put my shield in the way, no? Like, just protect my face
No,
with the
this
shield
is-
and go.
That is essentially what I'm assuming right now. If you would be 2 more turns to get onto the field right now,
Mhm.
and that is you basically doing that. You're going but as fast as you can, but you're not willing to take damage by doing.
Oh,
At
then
this
never
point-
mind. I'll just take the d6. It's cool.
You'll take the d6? Okay, it's just d6. You guys haven't been in the fight yet, so what does it matter?
I rolled
Okay.
a 1. Yay.
Okay, you take 1 damage. You actually find a fairly good path through to where you're at. So I'm gonna put your token down.
I can't see this map. Maybe I'm just blind. So, I'm not sure what I'm meant to be looking at here, but all I can see is a D&D background and stuff I have in front of me.
Oh, hold on a second. Sharing. Share sheet.
Bless you. Oh,
Gesundheit.
cool. Alright, that might take
Okay.
a second to load in.
Yeah, it'll take a second. You're at the bottom.
There we go.
Near Isaac. You only have 10 feet of movement, unfortunately, but you are on the
Can
field.
he heal?
Yeah, do they have an action?
Oh, yeah, they have an action. They have 10 feet of
Okay.
movement and an action. So
Heal Isaac!
Okay, so I don't see anything on this map. There's like a B at the bottom left-hand corner.
Zoom out.
Is that correct?
At the bottom left?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might want to zoom out a little bit.
yeah, zoom out.
Oh, there we go. Now
You're
we're good.
right at the bottom.
Why is this so weird? It's so strange to use this map.
Is Ustinia taking the damage as well? Oh,
You'll
well,
get
no,
used
it's
to
not his
it.
turn,
Well,
it's
it
not
isn't
his
his turn yet. It isn't his turn
turn.
yet.
Okay. Fuck.
So you have 10 feet of movement. And an action.
And a bonus action.
No, just an action.
Just an action.
Oh.
Just an action.
He's being
Feet
mean.
of me.
Okay, you're there. You there, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you guys just fine.
Do
Okay.
you see them?
So what are you doing?
Am I within 60 feet of Isaac?
Yeah.
You can
yeah.
control click on him, and that should
I-
bring up a little arrow on the map, on the token in the map.
Yeah. he's-
Yeah. That's not working very well for that map, so it's not the clean system for me anyway. I need to upgrade
Mhm.
my PC.
It does take a
So-
little getting used to.
He's within range.
Cool. I'm just going to hit him with a healing word. Let's see if this actually takes into account my life stuff. So I clicked a little. Yes. Heal.
All right, that's
Uh,
that's 1d4 plus 4, which is better than Isaac's healing word by a fair margin, I think.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
mean,
included in my.
Mine's 1d4 plus 3. I've just been rolling.
Oh, hang on.
crap.
Life Domain gives me every time I heal somebody using a healing spell, I get. They also gain 2 plus spell level, so you technically gain 9 HP. It's not included
So
in that
it
roll.
automatically did 6. So add 3 more to what you just
Yeah.
healed.
So
Yeah,
you heal
okay.
9 HP. Which is
So
weird, I
do
thought
another
it would've been-
3.
Yeah, just do another 3. There you go.
And I'm
Isaac
going to try
expecting
and.
queen.
I'm going to attempt to try and get into combat.
Well, you've only got 10 feet of movement each.
Then I'll move
They're-
towards the.
All right,
the
you
the
control your
combat.
token.
Yeah, just click and drag your token up.
Yeah, just count out
Oh,
the
yeah.
squares. You've got 2 squares you can move.
All right. And share the map with me again because I can't see. Or is it in images maps?
Yeah, it's on images and maps.
Okay. Find it real quick.
New and it's the unidentified map / image under new.
Oh, okay. I see it now. And where am I?
Bottom
All the way at
center
the
of
bottom.
map.
You use middle mouse button. You click in the middle mouse button, and you can drag the map
Ah.
around and move like that.
Got it. Got it. Now that makes some sense. Okay. So Isaac's to my right here behind this bush.
Yeah.
And this this person here on the to the left is the unidentified creature, and then Leiden is
Yeah.
in front of them. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. The unidentified one is, I'm assuming, is their boss, right?
There's the guy that fucking owned me. Yes.
Yep. He's
Yeah.
really tough, big bulky guy. You've heard him described, and now also apparently to your eyes, funnily enough, he has wood skin, from which is not something you were privy to.
Do I recognize these people? Obviously.
Yeah, you recognize those two, from the attack.
Okay. Can I just use like 5 feet of my movement to dismount the horse?
Sure.
All right.
Okay,
And
try not to get
will-
ruined killed, alright?
I can just drag and drop right. So there is 5 feet, so I can move to there, right?
No,
Yeah.
you can move diagonal. So yeah.
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 That's 5 feet. Is that
Yeah.
what you
I'll
want to do
move
then?
there. Yeah. Yeah. I just move behind,
Cool.
sort of behind a tree trunk in front of me.
Okay. I have to confirm movement. It makes it easier. So
Mhm.
once you make your movement, you just tell me that you're good with that move, and then I confirm it and puts you there. Okay, and that's the end of your turn. Ustenia, roll a d6 for the damage you take.
Could he just follow my path that I've opened up?
Okay, you take 4 damage. And
Or
you
diddly
enter.
damage.
You enter onto the board there.
Okay. How do I do this whole thing again?
You would
So I can see what range is.
Oh, just control click on the token on the map. Or at least that's been working for me. I don't know if it works for everyone else.
Yeah.
And then you have to control click on the creature in the combat tracker to target them.
you only have 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to make it work, but it didn't work. There we go. There. Move.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now it's working. And then...
You have 1 action.
Let's see. Let's open go.
Yeah, you're targeting Liben.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you
no.
were for a second.
You
there.
were.
There
Okay,
you
you
go.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to longbow her.
Nice!
Is that a euphemism for something?
15 plus 1, 18.
Is that a euphemism? Longbowing somebody?
Yeah, that's a pretty
Ooh.
bad hit. Another longbow hit, and it just hits her square in the chest, and you can hear the ragged breaths coming from her.
2 can play that game, Rivallon.
That's fair enough, mate.
She has to make a check because that's some damage. Constitution saving throw. Ooh, all right. She loses concentration, and you can see the wood skin of her friend.
What did I tell you?
Yeah, unfortunately, she's at the bottom of the list.
All right, and that's it for you, Stenya.
I've just found out I've essentially been walking my horse away from combat.
Like,
Rather than running? May I suggest running this next turn?
Apparently,
yeah,
you
no
have to
wonder you got pissed off. It's like, why is he running 40 feet? My horse is like a.
You've not been doubling the distance, have you?
Apparently, you have to tell it to gallop, and you get an hour's like double sprint movement.
So 80 feet you could go for an hour. Yep. Good job, Midge.
It's not on the main horse rules bit. I'm sorry, I had to go deep.
All
To go
right.
deep into his dreams and, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. Okay. Oh, 1, 10. No, he'd only get. Yeah. It's right there to you.
Ooh.
He's going straight for you, Midge. He seems to think you're one of the leader, maybe, or something.
Okay.
He's homing in on you. You're on a horse. He actually, well, no, he would have seen the other two coming in, but he has homed in. He has a target, and
Target locked.
target lock. But he's not within range of you for his normal attacks, so instead he's going to take the one dagger he has left, and he's gonna throw it towards you.
This bitch stabby. Yeet. If anyone gets that meme, I will. High five
12.
Miss.
Miss.
I just, with my longsword, deflected away like a badass.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing an Aragorn out of.
Yes.
Oh yeah, or yeah, Eric.
You're not a Jedi, Midge.
Neither's Viggo Mortensen, but he actually did that in real life, and they kept it in the film.
Yep. Because he's a.
Well,
He
yeah,
also
it was a
broke
life
his
or death
foot.
at that point. Well, it was
A mistake
it was
by the
either
guy.
that, or he would actually get hit by the actual real blade that was
Yeah.
coming towards him. It's-
It's a total mistake, and he just completely badasses it out of the way.
He also
It's
broke
like-
his toe on the scene where he
Yeah,
took the helmet.
Yeah.
Helmet, yeah. And he
Yeah,
falls
he
down in
broke his-
pain. He's actually
In pain.
Yeah, broke his
my
toe.
toe.
Because they did that like 10 times or something like that.
And he
I'm not
kicked
gonna
extra hard that time because he was getting frustrated, broke his toe, and just went, no!
Yeah.
Well, originally he was just like the previous like takes of it, I believe. He was kicking a like prop head
Oh, right.
without a helmet on,
Yeah.
and then the continuity person stepped in and went, that orc was wearing a helmet. So
Oh,
they put the
no.
helmet on and didn't tell him that he's now wearing a cast iron helmet.
Because that was
and-
real armor that most
and
of those guys had. They didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff was real forged, which is
Chainmail and
pretty
everything.
awesome. Yeah.
Yep. So he
okay.
booted a fucking helmet, and it was.
Ow. Big oof. Right
Yes. Anyway,
All right. That's going to be the end of his turn, because that's all he has. Can't get to you, and that was his
run,
range.
Isaac! Run!
And you are now there, Isaac.
Okay, so
You see a man standing there near you. Your friends have now joined in the fight for the flanking force, the hammer.
About blowing time.
15, 20, 25, 30.
You'd also, to do the gallop thing, you'd have to, I think that I would consider that in combat. You'd have to spend an action to do the gallop thing.
Yeah,
'cause you're-
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to there. I'm actually gonna take the extra like 5 foot just so I don't go through his path of thingy.
Alright.
And then oh fuck.
No, fuck.
Oh, I've done that slight. I don't know if that. No, I don't think I can get there actually.
I mean, if you need to, you can tell me to reset your movement thing, and then you can do it. You can draw it again if you want to.
No, I don't think I. No, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna go to that.
Why do you always want to run away from your friends?
Yeah.
And I'm now putting myself in cover between the archer and away from this guy. And while I do that, I'm gonna say, remember, we need the druid alive. And then I'm gonna shoot a fireball back at the unidentified creature. So I'll get him by shift clicking.
Yep.
Yep.
You have targeted him.
And then actions, firebolt. Cast.
Oh, nice.
That's a hit. That was a 19 plus 5's 24.
Mhm.
You hit. So roll the damn.
And that's a max hit damage. Fucking yeah. Eat that fire
Damn.
damage, mother trucker.
He looks somewhat damaged.
Somewhat damaged.
I mean, that's a cantrip.
Yeah, it burned him a little bit.
Right. Now, I need to check quickly.
Okay, that was an
Is-
action to cast and a movement, so you have a bonus action left.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. No, that one's an action. I'm just checking if any of these are a bonus action.
There's not a lot of spells that are bonus actions.
No, only my heals are, I think, by the looks of it. Yep, just checking. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna end my turn there then.
All right. Okay, this guy was originally firing at you. You're coming around, you're flanking. You're trying to get around the camp. Sees his buddies getting engaged.
Dying.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Hello again.
He runs out and he sees you. He was trying to keep an eye on you as you go back behind the tent, and he's just there, and he unleashes another crossbow bolt at you.
This guy's gonna pay.
Lower.
Miss.
11, miss.
This guy's gonna pay.
Lower.
Yeah, just completely missed. Whiffs. Whiff.
That's a big whiff.
And that's the end of his turn. He's dead. He's dead. Liben's still alive. Okay, Liben. Alright, you see her look to the fight, look to her wounds, and then with a hand glowing in energy, she speaks in primordial speech again and slaps the hand onto her chest, and you see wood grow across her skin. You apparently cast bark skin again, this time on herself. That she's then going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Start doubling back towards the camp itself. And that's going to be the end of her turn, I think, because she does not have... Yeah, it's one action. An action. Yeah, it's going to be the end of her turn. Rivallon.
Okay. As my bonus action, I will move Hunter's Mark from Liben.
Okay.
Is it still on there? Yeah. No. That's not what I
You
wanted.
just targeted
Sorry.
yourself.
Yeah, I targeted myself there. That's cool.
Okay, still okay. Now you don't have any targets. So what are you? All right. You've targeted the big guy.
The big guy.
Might
The
need
big
to
boy.
move.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Okay, you need to move to.
I'm going to
target him.
there.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And now it's time to start shooting at him.
Okay, you have a target.
Do advantage? Is that a thing?
That yeah, it's advantage because
It
you're
is.
still
Yep.
above.
Tell you what, I'll do another one. I'll take the first one.
All right,
17.
roll damage. You hit. Nice, good hit.
Oh.
Less good.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, you strike him in like the back shoulder. It gets through the armor, but not totally. So he is wounded, but it did not seat as well as it could have.
But he's wounded.
Yeah, he's wounded.
That's all I care about.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn. I've got nothing else I can do.
All right, Arwan.
I am going to move up there.
Yeah.
I can't see if I'm in the box, but in that box up there.
You don't want to kill the druid.
I know. I can't get closer the other way.
What are you going to do? Sing at her?
No. Shoot her in
Serenade
the
her.
ankle. Shoot her in the ankle. Try and hit the Achilles tendon. No, I am going to try and shoot at her, but non-lethally. That's a thing. If not,
Ranged.
I can think of
I'm
something
gonna say
else.
if you're going to do that, I'm gonna give you disadvantage. I know you have advantage for where you're at right now, but I'm gonna give you disadvantage because you're essentially targeting. You're trying to target very small areas of the body that are non-lethal but would be incapacitating from range, which is very difficult.
Okay, so it's a straight roll.
No, I'm giving you disadvantage.
Oh,
straight.
like double
it's-
disadvantage. Oh,
Yeah, this
okay.
is you're high up, but you're still trying to target. It doesn't it's like the high up is not going to apply to this roll in terms of that. So it's a disadvantage to try and hit her. But if you did hit her, you'd do non-lethal damage. She does look hurt. She looks pretty hurt.
Mhm. One sec. I just need. What does this do? Is that
What is this?
incapacitated? Okay, then. Yeah, exactly.
I was
Right,
making a joke,
so-
but if that's something you can do, that's probably a good thing to do right now.
Yeah. As long as you know. All right. Yeah, I am going to. Oh, which one was it that I was looking at? Damn it. I think it was this one. Yep, that one. Okay, I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Do you need to? Here, that's that. If you want to look at it, but
I mean, if you cast it, she makes a save.
yep.
Which
God!
She succeeded with an 17 plus 2. Because it's a
Damn it!
wisdom save, and she's a druid.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything else, and I'm under orders not to kill her. Damn it.
Yeah, you cast this spell, and you can hear an ethereal laughter ring out from the other side through the sounds you make with your swords. And it just does not take hold. You can see her resist the influence.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Right, Sesh.
Right. So I see there's one fella here next to me, next to this tree. He was attacking Isaac. He's now here on his own.
This is true, yes.
I saw Rivallon nail him with an arrow, but it probably did not look like it hurt as much as it should have, sort of thing.
Possibly.
Okay. I will walk up to him.
Alrighty then.
Just calmly. How's it going, man?
What's up, buddy? I'm going to kill you now.
It'd never be said that Seshel wasn't a little bit crazy.
Make sure you target before you do any attacks.
Yeah, that's control click, right? I can just control click the token.
In the combat tracker.
Oh,
In the combat tracker.
Yep.
God damn it, it's hidden underneath the goddamn map. Hang on. There it is. Control. He is. Which item? He's the one with the.
Unidentified creature without a number.
Yeah. He's that one. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool. So I'm going to attempt to whack him with my warhammer.
That's a
That's a
natural
one.
one.
That's a one.
That's Juan. Juan.
Oh, not the good one either.
No, you try and swing for him, but this guy knows what's up. He sees you coming with your leisurely stroll towards him, and as you make your swing for the warhammer, he just ducks low.
Bastard. All right. Now that I'm next to him, I could make another healing roll. I don't think I'm close enough to Isaac, though, am I? It's how you do it
No.
again? Press Q, is it?
Control click on Isaac on the map.
No, I can
You're
just
about-
if you press
You're
Q,
about
you can
45
draw-
feet from him.
Yeah. I think healing word is 60 feet. Let me double check that. Because I might not want to
Yes.
use all of my...
It's 60 feet.
Okay, it's 60 feet. Then as my bonus action, I will attempt to heal the bastard. Yet again. That's a 1, but remember you're getting an extra 3 hit points on top of that roll.
You were
It's the
still
life domain.
targeting the creature,
Oh,
by the way, which means you just
never
you
mind.
just heal. Yeah, it's a good thing I caught that.
Never mind.
Isaac, you take 5 HP of healing
Plus 3.
plus
From
3.
the-
So
So I do 8. I'm
Mhm.
Yeah.
full health.
Hey!
You overhealed me.
Overheal. That's my turn.
okay. Ustinia.
You gonna get a cheeky flank in?
He'd have to go completely around to the opposite side for flanking.
Yeah, I wouldn't be out of reach.
Sadness.
I'd like to go there.
Have to go there. Do you have 40 feet of movement? Oh, you're on a horse.
He's on a
Oh,
horse.
He's on a horse.
I'm on a
Get
horse.
on my horse.
And
You have advantage,
um,
by the way.
huh?
'Cause you have advantage, by the way, because you're attacking from a horse.
yes, I do indeed, and I will
Yes, don't
be
forget about
using my lance.
We don't have to take this lad alive. It's just the druid, right? You only want the druid alive.
Yeah, just
correct?
the druid.
That was you were targeting the wrong
I'm
one.
Sorry, I'm attacking the wrong one.
You're attacking the wrong one. Yeah.
Why won't
which,
this
by
son
the
of a bitch just die?
way, You wouldn't have hit even with
No.
that. The AC was too high. So no, you charge up with the lance, but he sees you coming. You're going at essentially you're going 40 feet, so you're not at a gallop. You're at a walk.
Okay.
You're at, yeah. It's so. He sees you coming. He ducks out of the way of the strike. This guy knows what he's doing. He deflects the head of the lance with his sword.
Okay.
And
There's no
Yeah.
charge bonus going on right now, unfortunately. This is Rome, you'd be winning already.
Oh.
yeah. So is that the end of your turn? You have a bonus action.
And I'm gonna rage.
Okay. You're raging.
He made.
Which remember you can place that effect on yourself.
How do I?
You drag and
Drag and
drop it
drop?
into the effects on your character in the combat tracker.
I'm trying to do that. And it's...
I've got it here, right here. Drag and drop.
There we go.
I clicked the wrong. Oh, sorry. You can put it back on there. There you go. Sorry. Trying to do it for you. I fucked up.
Oh, and there it goes. There it is.
It's there. It's there now.
Hmm.
Okay, you're raged. Now it's the guy's turn. He's the guy.
Is this a guy?
He's gonna attack the big dragonborn that's hitting him, trying to hit him.
That's not very polite. You wouldn't hit a lady.
Because he gets disadvantage on attacking the horse.
Oh, fair.
Or no, he wouldn't. Or would he? No, he wouldn't. Because
You didn't for me, so
yeah, he wouldn't get
bullshit if he
disadvantage.
does now. No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he does because of mounted combatant. I
No,
don't know.
Yeah.
mounted combatant just gives you advantage attacking things that are smaller than your mounted.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he gets. Yeah.
And I think you can
Okay.
share some of the damage with your horse, can't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things that do
I
that.
can force
but
an
he's-
attack targeted at my mount to target me.
So he's
Yeah.
going to attack you, Sesh.
Okay.
So he's got to get that target correct.
I need a bigger screen. There's so much shit on my screen right now. Mage here with 7 monitors.
It's 4. It's 4.
Close though. It's close though.
Yeah, one of them is huge.
It's a
that's a
19,
hit.
which hits.
That's
Ow.
oh, you're one above my AC, you bastard.
It's 9 damage.
Okay, that's fine.
You're actually closer to 7 monitors than you are to 1.
Yeah.
All right, and his second attack.
Oh, that's right. He gets 3. Jesus.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I hope he misses at least 2. Come on, dice rolls. Don't fuck me.
Yeah.
11. It's a miss.
There's a miss. Go.
Yay.
You can do it. You can do it.
I can do it. I can tank, maybe.
Alright.
Sometimes.
And his third attack.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. He isn't
Oh.
rolling
Oh.
19. That was so close to a critical.
Yeah, you don't want him to roll 19. 6 damage.
6.
there.
That's not too bad then. That's okay.
Not too bad. You're close to being half dead, so not the best. Yeah, he strikes out with his sword and just, one slash. You parry the next one, but as you're rebounding from the parry, he cuts underneath your guard and up your chest and just gets a nice big cut in there, and it's not pleasant.
What a bastard.
All right, Isaac, your turn.
Okay. How sentiment from the party.
Don't be a bitch.
No. I've got 4 health now, but I've got 2 level 2 spell slots left. That's it. Do I still use them, or should I just go melee normal?
I mean, we're probably going to rest. Well, you can't
Just
really rest.
Yeah.
Just slash and dash.
Just normal slash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm
Slash
gonna
and
I'm gonna go up.
Dice.
I'm gonna go up and engage the bandit with the crossbow, with my longsword drawn.
You don't know they're
Slash.
bandits. You don't know they're bandits.
The big B on their icon gives it
Stands
away.
for bastard.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we got Barry, Boris, and Beckett. There are.
Barry Boris Beckett.
Now, one
Make
of
sure
them's
you're
definitely a
targeting.
bastard.
People in the running
you're
for the Tory
targeting
leadership.
Which one is this one? Unidentified creature 1. Is it that?
Boris.
You're
Yep,
the one that's
okay.
still healthy.
And I'm gonna strike at him with my longsword.
Whack.
Chwa. 18 plus
That
3,
hits.
21. That hits.
I hope so.
They have
Roll
AC
for
10.
damage.
That
6
hurt.
damage.
That hurt a
Yeah.
lot. Yep, they have AC 10, so yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, they have AC 12, actually. It's a little better.
This is the first time I've swung my longsword in combat, guys.
Hey.
Actually, with the
Yes.
party, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cut across and you catch him right across the chest.
Shing, just
A lot of
right
blood.
in.
Yeah, just blood starting to pool down his in front of his body.
That's
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 it.
my turn. Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I don't
you
really
have
have
a lot,
boon.
do you?
Well,
I
no,
retract-
I've used all my spells. So
That's true. All right,
I
it's his
retract
turn.
I retract my statement about the leadership contest after the great amount of shame that I have from the look that my girlfriend gave me when I said it. She's staring at me with this look. I retract my
dear.
statement.
He drops
wind
his
contest.
crossbow as you are now in close combat with him,
I love you.
and goes for a small sword he has in his belt, and just starts stabbing forward towards you.
When the
And
wind
because-
contacts arrived.
I'm sorry.
and the horse.
Well, he's not targeting the horse
It's
because those are
comedy.
two separate
He's
enemies.
going
He's
for me.
targeting you specifically.
The look he gave us.
Did you say when the
Savage.
winged Cossacks
Yes.
arrived?
Yeah, I know it's a miss, Isaac. I know it's a miss.
Yeah. I'm saying for the viewers at home.
Fuck
You know,
Podcast.
podcasts need to know that bandit missed me, because everything
Finally.
else has fucking hit me today.
Yeah, if it hadn't killed you, because people keep dumping healing into you. God. damn it.
Yeah, bitch.
We need to get Isaac better armor.
Get Isaac a better plan.
Yeah,
Get
we
Isaac
do.
a better No, better life insurance, because that way if we don't die. You know.
Isaac was going in the mindset he wanted to confront this person. There's nothing wrong with that plan.
Nope, nothing at all.
Every-
Nothing
Everything's
wrong
wrong
with
with
that
that
plan. Okay.
Well, at least the tank has tied up the big guy.
True. Two of the
Alright,
tanks, in fact.
He is going. We got Liben's turn because the other ones are dead. We go straight to Liben, who.
This bitch is like the wife of Paler or some shit. I don't know. I'm gonna
Alright.
fucking lose my shit.
No, she's a non-believer wearing the necklace. I've already been
Yeah,
confirmed.
and so she.
Gonna throw a dagger at me because all of your characters throw daggers recently.
No, magic equivalent though. You see flame start pooling inside of her palm from out of nowhere, and she lets loose a flame towards you.
Okay,
Nice.
fireball.
Gonna make sure she's targeting you.
Hit somebody else square in the mouth. Hits a friend
Alright.
square in the mouth with a massive fireball. Like, I'm sorry.
All right, 18. That hits.
Yep.
All of my healing is just gone. Just poof.
All right, 5 damage.
It's fine. I have that cantrip. It has a maximum of 10. We're fine. Fine.
10 does a lot to you, man.
Yeah, 10 is, but
that's-
5.
10 is a lot. You have 24 HP.
Yeah, 10 is
Okay.
almost half of your
2
HP.
of those would almost kill you if they rolled max.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, I have nearly double your HP.
Yes. I'm a sorcerer. And what?
Yep, he's a primary spellcaster. Okay, that's gonna be that.
I'm not
much.
even meant to have the AC I have. Like,
Very true.
I made a deal so I could wear medium armor.
Yeah, he did. Okay, that's gonna be then her turn.
You
'cause
just sell your
she's
soul
not
to the
that good.
GM.
Pretty much.
All right, Rivallon,
Okay,
come
well,
on down.
I'm going to
Come on
shoot at
down,
our
let's see.
unidentified creature person again.
Alrighty then.
This
'Cause-
son of a bitch is getting triple teamed.
yes, he is.
God damn it.
Yeah, and he's fucking badass. That's a
He
hit.
needs to die, okay? Sorry.
Okay, on the out there.
Oh,
Oh god, you keep whiffing on those rolls, Rival.
That's fine. I'll do it again. Don't worry. It's fine. There you go.
Okay, are you moving at all, or by the way, that was with advantage. So roll the attack again and see if you get a crit. Cause
keep forgetting about advantage. Nope.
okay,
No, I don't get it.
Gotta keep
mean, hey-
remembering you have advantage.
Yes,
when
I
you
know because I'm
roll.
up high, and I'm just not used to being up high. I'm used to just making shots count from down low and just whacking people with perfect shots every time.
Yeah,
I mean,
know,
hey, at
I
least you're
know.
getting rid of all the bad rolls with the advantage roll.
Is that the end of your your turn? You don't want to you have bonus action still.
Yeah, there's nothing I really could do right now. So
Okay.
I'm just-
yeah,
I'm
because
just-
I think what's the only thing you have is Hail of Thorns, which would just hit your friends. At
Yes,
this
it
point,
would.
I think.
Mhm.
So yeah. Okay,
'Cause-
R1, your turn.
Oh,
did I hit him right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you hit him. You did some damage.
I did
yeah,
6 damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
6 damage total, which wasn't. I mean, it's not the best, but
No, but it's still hurting him. So
yeah, he doesn't look bloodied at all, but yeah.
we're grinding him down.
I'm gonna take the disadvantage and try and get a non-lethal shot on Liben.
I would advise
Okay.
going after the unidentified
From
creature
your
in front of
current
him.
position, she would get cover because they're although I know you can't see it because of the token, but if I move the token a little bit, you can see the tent is right there. So she is
Okay.
If you
Then
go
I'll
for the,
move and then take a shot.
okay. Okay. You have
And
disadvantage on this roll, so go ahead.
yep.
Bye, Mage's dad.
Oh,
bye.
Hold
Have
on.
I
wait, I
seen
hit?
you again?
No. Hold on, because she has bark skin up.
Oh,
Which
right.
means which means she has a new AC. I just got to
Oh,
double
it's
check what that
plus-
AC is.
+3, I think.
It actually
too
has
many.
it is a handy thing on the character sheet for this. This says with bark skin she has. Yep, you don't hit. You're close, but yeah, you don't hit, unfortunately, because it gives bark skin is bark skin as a thing is the target's AC cannot be less than 16 with bark skin.
Ooh.
Okay.
Rip
So
the
yeah,
homie.
your arrow hits. It hits, and it actually hits where you were aiming for. Like you were going for the lower calf to try and like immobilize her, but you see it strike and just ping off like you're hitting a tree. It just
Yep.
The magical bark repels the arrow, unfortunately.
And I just want to remind everyone that Isaac and Rivallon that they do have bardic inspiration,
Yeah, you both have bardic inspiration.
Oh, I can
and
do
that's
damage.
that's my turn.
You haven't had to use it, and you can't do damage stuff with it, but
Yeah.
it's
So
for
So you
it's
can
for
make sure
hitting.
you hit.
Yeah, so if you miss or something like that, you could use it. Is at the end of your turn. Or,
One sec. I need to see how far I can give bardic inspiration.
it's
that's-
not a
It's
long
like 20
range.
feet.
It's like yeah, it's got to be within. It's got to be because it's like hearing because you're a bard. So it's, I think
It's a quote-unquote
60
close range spell.
60 feet.
Yep.
You might be able to give it, but I think
Nope.
the only person that you'd be able to give it to would be the person you've already given it to.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah,
That's
so-
the end of my turn.
Alrighty then. Sesh.
Oh, hello. Moving within his threatened range doesn't
does
proc
not a-
AOs, right?
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
It would be,
I
if
keep
you
forgetting
left
how that
the
works.
5. Yeah, if you left it, that would provoke.
Yeah.
But if you stay within it, essentially you're in guard and you're actively fighting. It's assuming that this whole time in combat you're actively fighting, trading blows, and when we roll, those are like, those are, like action. Those are where the actions, yeah,
The
outcomes
actual
and-
hits, not the like.
Those are the consequentive hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hits of consequences. So are you
could
moving? So
I-
you're wanting to move opposite? I'm assuming you're trying to get advantage.
Yes, I'm trying to flank him.
Okay, yeah, you would need to be the opposite of Ustenia. That's how flanking works. So you need to be in the top right-hand corner.
So I
Of
can move
his-
there, right? He's not going to try and stop me from moving.
No, yeah. You would be able to. You'd be able to move there. You take 5, 10. It'd be 15 instead of 10. But yeah. You'd be
Okay,
able to
so
get
I'm
there.
going like around and
Yep.
up.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
basically making an L. You're backwards. L.
Okay, yeah. It's a Tetris piece.
Or no, that's yeah. Wait.
Yes, it's Tetris, please.
Cool. Yeah, that's
There
fine.
you
So
go.
15 feet of my movement, and I now have advantage. Let me click this little advantage button at the bottom,
Yes,
Hi,
click
Midge
on
Cat.
the advantage button.
assuming it.
Go
lets me
ahead.
Click it.
Well, it'll be highlighted when you click it. It'll change color, and you'll
Yeah.
you'll
Ah,
be-
there we go. The map might have been in the way. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. So now I'm going to attempt to whack him yet again with my Warhammer advantage.
Okay.
Hopefully this works. Please work.
It's alright. I'm expecting Justinia to bisect him in the next round anyway.
I mean, I just want to get one hit in.
Well, yeah, you've just
yeah.
given Ustinia a raging barbarian advantage. Like, this is gonna.
Yes, it's excellent teamwork. You can't deny that fact.
So go ahead and roll.
There we go. Oh, I hit. Nice. I'm assuming.
23. Yeah, you hit. It
Yeah,
says
yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Says
And
hit. Let me check
to-
because he has an ability.
Oh,
Nope. Wouldn't matter.
Okay. I'm gonna roll damage then. That looks like a good
Alright.
damage roll. That's a good damage
Yeah, that hurt him. Yeah. Yeah, you get a shot in on his back as he's looking towards Ustenia and the horse. He's trying to find weaknesses in his defense, and you just because you're using a warhammer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you come down with the warhammer on his shield. Oh well, he doesn't have a shield on his off arm, and just like right in the shoulder. with the full weight of it, and you hear like a little
Using
crunch.
all that extra reach from being so tall.
Yeah. So there's a big crunch there, and definitely that shoulder, even if it gets out of this, it's never gonna go all the way around again. Like
Ooh. Broken clavicle, probably, you'd say?
not so much. Not that much of a hit. He hurt. He's hurt. He hurt. No,
He hurt.
He
Get
hurt.
that
hurt
man
a li-
some milk.
Yeah. A lot of Tiger Bomb in his future.
Yes.
Yeah.
That stuff is amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, it does. And is that the end of your turn?
I can't. Well, I could use Healing Word on myself, but I'm going to hold on to my spell slots for now. So yes.
Righto. Ustenia.
Right.
Midge,
Being a
Midge,
Stenya
you look
out
like
here.
a monkey there, kind of going.
He had something like on his head. I was
Oh,
trying to work
no,
out if it was a
wrong
scab or like an embedded seed in
Ignore
his fur.
And you also have advantage.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
ignore
Hold on.
that
I have to.
Hair in my tea.
You
What's that?
bastard. You wee
But it's-
bastard.
You're the cat that I'm the most allergic to as well.
All right. All right. You have to roll to hit. You have to roll to hit, Ustenia.
Yeah, I know. It was an
So,
excellent.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
no,
I'm
I
saying.
know.
Ignore.
And make sure you have advantage.
Well, I
Yep.
can't. I have to. Can't ignore it. I'd have to.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hit.
compute it. Yeah, it is a hit.
Yep.
Oh, that's a crit, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It
No,
was just
no.
advantage.
It's advantage, which is why. Yeah. No,
oh.
you stab like the lance isn't necessarily meant to do this as much, but you bring the lance back and you just stab forward with the lance and you get in. He doesn't have really any defensive. He doesn't have a shield. He's using his hands and his sword to deflect and parry and just kind of redirect. And he wasn't able to get it with the lance. You just pin the lance into his already really hurt shoulder, and you just dig in. It's the weakness in the armor, and you're now in there.
Oh yeah.
Seshel has broken this man's shoulder, and now he no longer has a functioning shoulder.
Yeah, this is almost what's it called? Amputation territory. This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
Well, I've already got the one attack, so yeah.
Hey, you still
Alright.
have five.
We all only have the one attack, really. It's just. Oh,
Fingers crossed, I can finish him off.
I think you
Bastards, get
can.
away. I hope you miss. I really
Thanks.
do.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Funny. Love you.
Right. He's gonna keep attacking Sesh because
How dare
he's
he.
had a success with that. So he's going to turn from
That
Ustenia
bastard.
and just with it, he's got a damaged arm that's now kind of limply on his side, but he's still going with his sword and he's just going up. He's just slashing at you with just pure hate in his eyes.
This bastard, how dare he?
It's an 8. He misses.
Yay. Breaking
Yay.
his shoulder has made it harder for him to hit me.
Next attack,
What do you know?
15 misses.
I am wearing heavy armor, so.
23,
hit.
that hits. Yep.
Alright.
Now, first
that-
one,
that's a note.
you bat it away. Next one, it glances off your armor. But the third one and the final one, he does a stab towards your lower chest, like your right where your gut starts, and he gets into one of the plates of your armor and just gets in there.
This is
And
gonna
does
hurt.
only 5 damage actually.
That's not too bad. I still have.
He rolled a pretty. He
12
rolled
HP.
pretty shitty.
Yeah, I still have like more HP. I've actually lost the same amount of HP as Isaac has right now. Isaac will be
Just
down.
me thinking, he can do a max of about. Well, I guess with one attack he can do 9 damage. Max.
Midge,
So
pay attention to me. Midge,
he could
stroke
kill
me.
if he
Midge.
if he max damage with all of his attacks, he could kill almost every one of you.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty bad.
Is anybody else seeing this crimson camera thing?
Wait, what?
Jim?
No.
Is that just me?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
Isaac?
Hello. I'm gonna take another sword slash at the unidentified creature that's definitely a bandit.
You don't know that. Stop
Might just be a
metagaming.
bastard.
Oh, that's
I
a
mean-
2.
Oh. Oh.
Well,
Oh.
okay. Can I do something here? Hold on.
You get a B plus for effort, but a C
Well,
minus for efficiency.
I've still got my bardic inspiration, and I can use.
Yeah, you could add a D6 to that.
I can add a D6 and 2D4 because I'm favored by the gods.
Do you
would
want
that-
to do that?
So I need to meet 12, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I said it offhandedly. It's
So
not
I've
information
got
you actually
5.
know.
5.
I mean, it does. I mean, you don't. Yeah, you just have to go with it or not.
I'm just gonna point out, Rivallon could kill one of these
No.
guys with a mediocre arrowhead.
Yeah, but I'm worried that there's a fucking mage next to me as well.
I'm just gonna point. It's not like it's hard to kill. It's
Well, I guess I'll just have to stick with the fucking.
there are
whiff.
There's a dog in your party that has more HP than some of these guys.
Harry's a tough little son of a bitch, and we love
does
him
my,
for that.
my horse get an attack?
No,
It's
your
not a
horse
war
is not
horse.
he's not
Yeah.
a war horse. He is
Well,
specifically.
According to the
he's-
draft horse page, they have an attack.
They have an attack normally, but you have a bridled bitten bridled horse, and it's being ridden. It's assuming that it's not a bite attack, so it's assuming
Oh,
that
it's a
that
hoof
attack it's a hoof attack. So how is it going to attack with you on the horse?
It rises up and kicks
You'd have to take that would be a dexterity check to keep on the horse because you are not a mountain combatant. Even though it's not stated in the mounted combatant things, I'm going to force that because you have not trained as a mounted combatant. So
Do I take the dex? Do I take the dex?
You
yeah,
have
do you take
shit
dex
decks.
for a hoof attack?
Okay, what is the hoof attack?
Because essentially, I'm assuming with the way the horse is the attack is, 'cause I know the attack you're saying, the horse is rising up to do like a you
Yeah.
see a deer attack somebody, it just it just goes straight to the,
Okay, I'm gonna take the dex to try and hold on.
slapping them with their hooves like the demon.
I'm gonna take the
They
dex to
are.
try and hold on.
Okay, do the attack first, and then we'll do the dex.
Okay, so it's roll.
Probably a
So, melee
D20
weapon
plus
attack,
strength.
It's plus tweet. No, it's D20 plus 6 to hit.
Okay,
Oh,
D20, and then you can put a modifier into the thing down there. It says modifier. You can put 6 down there, and then you can roll D20.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's your way to like manual roll here. basically?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So 25.
yeah, that hit.
Okay, and then
Damn.
damage is 2d4 plus 4.
Horses hurt, man. They kick hard.
Right.
I
How
have
do
a
I
feeling
do
that-
2d4?
So does
2d4,
click.
you pick up the 4 and then you right click.
Don't forget to
That'll
add your
Ah.
modifier
Two
of
of
plus
them.
I
four.
already added the modifier. Yeah.
I have a feeling that all you need was the 4.
9 damage. Yeah.
9 damage. Let's see, which one is it? Yeah, yeah,
That bandit is.
yeah. Actually, you didn't need to roll the dice at all. The plus 4 killed him. He had 4 HP left. So yeah, he takes full damage there.
These
Um,
poor bandits.
So you grab onto the horse and you bring it around and it attacks you. You rise up and just like a deep whinny of the draft horse, and you hear a and just crunching noises as just 3 good solid thumps and crushes as the horse like straight like a windmill kick. If it was-
Straight in the face. This man needs to
Now-
need the nose cast.
now I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, whether or not
The
you
same
fall off the
against-
horse.
Okay, the DC I had was 13.
Well, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration then.
Okay, roll the bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Don't roll garbage.
All right.
Um,
All right. It would
and
have been
now
great if
I-
you just rolled a 1 and he still went off that.
Well, then I would have enacted favor by the gods and added 2d4. Fuck it.
Stand on his
And
horse.
I'll go home. This was happening because it was cool. All right, and now I'm gonna use my movement. 9, don't want to do that. Oh, why is it
happening.
not doing the angles? I can't. I can't click the movement.
Try again. Try again. I've reset it.
Okay, I'll go to there and then to there.
Has anyone else
Okay.
got Ustenia still with a line on screen?
Yeah, I've got
Yes.
quite a few lines on screen. It's
Yeah, so
There's
Yeah,
a lot of
it-
lads.
It's a thing. Don't worry about it.
All right, I just thought it was
Things
things
be
were
broken.
breaking
Is
or
that
something.
your movement?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I want to point my sword at
Limit.
Liban and say, "Remove that pendant now, heretic."
Y'all smell some heresy?
Well, it's a good thing
because-
that this is now Liban's turn.
Yeah, and because I'm trying to draw her out, so everyone else has a better shot at her.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. Get it. I totally get it.
But will it work? Is the question.
Except
I have to look
Druid.
at this.
She just runs off into the forest and has never seen or heard from ever again.
Just need to measure something right now.
Can she get off the map if she doubles her movement?
Everyone just runs after her. Except for me and you.
There's.
Oh,
And
boy.
I mean, Ustinia could break combat. You finish off that guy, and oh, what's she doing? That was a
Me
square
finish
there.
off this guy? Alright, whatever you say. If you think
Well,
I can
you and
handle it
Rivallon.
by
I mean,
myself.
like if she started running, is what I'm saying. Me and Ustinia could
15.
chase her down.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You see her grab from a pouch what looks to be a burnt cedar branch, and she cracks it, and it makes a loud crunching noise.
She
And it
cast
emanating from
melee
the
combat.
And no, she's not in melee combat with you right now. She's next to you, but she hasn't initiated melee combat. You disengaged.
I was never engaged with her.
Exactly. Well, then it doesn't matter, because she's not initiating melee combat. She's getting next to you.
Okay.
She has to actually initiate melee combat unless you attacked her, and then also we're in combat with her. Just getting into it does not immediately cause you to be in combat.
I'll remember
Unless-
that for next time.
Remember it? Yeah. No, go ahead. That's how I've been playing it.
Wait, so if you walk in, don't
you
engage,
lock
and then
in on-
step out.
No, if you step out, you are incurring that because you are within their area of influence. But melee combat and area of influence are two separate mechanics. Because we went over that last time.
Yeah. I was just.
There's no disadvantage for casting in an area of influence.
Right.
Because Isaac
Yeah,
proved
I
that.
remember.
So,
Yeah.
So she's not in direct melee combat, but she's casting, and the crack of the branch seems to amplify every split second until you hear a and a thunder wave
Thunder
around
wave.
her. Yep.
Okay.
Rip Isaac.
So thunderwave force sweeps from you. Each creature in 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. So Isaac, I have you targeted, so I'm just going to cast this.
Mhm. I've got +3 con. I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah, but unfortunately, she's going to use something she has on her body right now, and you need to make that again.
Star
You see the-
Paylor.
You see the star glow slightly.
Okay. Oops.
Well,
A
take the first
magnet
one.
head.
Take the first one. That was a misclick because of my mouse. I clicked 3 times instead of the 2 that I was supposed to. But you roll a 2, which is a 5, which means you failed the.
Hold on. Let me just read something. Does it allow me to redo? What page was it on? Abilities. Cards. swear there was something about saving throws. No, alright, fine. No worries.
Okay. You now take
Don't know where it
2d8
was.
thunder damage. 12 thunder damage. It only gave you half because it was the last one. Take another 6 because it fucked up.
What?
You take 12 thunder damage.
Why do I take 12? It rolled 6.
No, it rolled 12, but because because I misclicked and I
Oh,
rolled your
okay, I
save
get it.
to-
It's the half. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so add another 6 onto the damage you took for that, so you should be at
17.
17 hit. You also move 10 feet away from her, which is 5.
Doesn't the horse need to make this?
Yeah, he does. So the horse needs to make a constitution saving, or needs to make a con saving throw. You will be, no matter what, you are going to be thrown from the horse. Because you will be 2 separate entities at this point. Because but you're thrown into the boxes. See what the horse does, because the horse could theoretically save this.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
And could stay in the same spot, but you're
Does
being
the
thrown.
horse
from
need
the
to make 1 or 2?
It needs to make 1. It needs to make 1. She directly used the Star of Palor to force you to make a second save to re-roll your saving throw.
Did I
not
not
that
have
was- that was
advantage
only
on that being a fucking follower of Palor?
No, unfortunately you don't. It's not that directionalized. So go ahead and make your saving throw.
+1, so what do I roll here again? It's a D12 plus 1.
D20.
D20 plus 1, that's
plus
what I meant.
1.
It's a 7. Poor horse. Horse has
7,
been
okay. He
knocked
gets-
over as well.
Yeah, he gets thrown. He's a bit heavier. I'm gonna say he lands a little shorter of you, so he doesn't crush you. But he takes 12 damage as well.
Okay.
So keep track of that.
Yep.
So he's a little hurt. And then she's going to use the rest of her movement, which is 15, to go 5 and 15 that direction. And she seems to be running, and that's the end of her turn. That was the first level, so I got to keep track of her levels. All right, Rivallon. You just saw Isaac get thrown off of his horse and just like huge thunderclap in the camp. There are crates and shit thrown all over the place in that camp.
Isaac, can I kill her now?
Well, I'm on the floor in a pile of boxes. I can't exactly hear you say that. So just
Go with it.
use your judgment. Use your judgment. I'll say, because then we can role play out the situation if that follows. You know?
Use your best judgment. What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think
Rivallon
Isaac
would
thinks
do?
right now?
No. What do you think Rivallon would do?
He's
would
just
Rivallon
seen
do?
Isaac take an absolute beating during this fight.
Yes, he has.
He's got
And not
of
just
his-
this fight.
2 of his friends, or one of his friends and possibly a new friend, beating the living hell out of the unidentified creature from earlier on. Okay, I'm going to move to there to give myself a clear shot.
All right.
Use my bonus to change my hunter's mark over
Hunter's
to
mark.
her.
Okay. Target. Make sure you're targeting the correct one.
Yep. Where's me unidentified creature? There it is. So take that off. Put it back on her.
You're still targeting the.
I clicked on
Okay.
it. I swear I
Oh,
did.
there we
No.
go.
I got it. I
I
was
took
doing it for you.
Thank you very much.
Got it. Good.
And I'm going to take a. I'm guessing you're going to give me disadvantage on this. I'm going to take a non-lethal shot, like in the calf or
Yeah.
something.
No,
like
it would be disadvantage because you're. It's still the same concept. You're still trying. You're ranged attacking for a non-lethal area
Yep.
while she's moving. It's
So click
It's super
disadvantage. And then
click disadvantage and then make your
And then
make
roll.
your roll. You remember the disadvantage.
yeah. Not, I don't remember the advantage.
Yeah. Not actually that bad. It's
That's
11
still an
plus
18.
7. Yeah, it's still 18.
I hate that your 11s are still an 18. But I also love it at the same time because you're on my side.
Okay.
That's 11.
Ooh, she looks pretty bad. She looks really bad. Like as in you hit her in her like kind of the area. What would I say? Right above the tailbone, like maybe a couple inches.
I
above
went
the
for. I
tailbone.
said I was aiming for her calf.
Oh, your cow? Well,
You missed a
sure, I
little.
guess. You missed a little. You missed a little. It's still non-lethal, but
Thanks.
you can see embedded pretty deep, and now she's like limping pretty badly. She's not doing so hot.
Trying to injure her so she stopped running.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would do it. She's still up though.
I mean, she's got an
Arlon.
arrow sticking out of her tailbone.
Arlon, you
Um,
saw Isaac eat shit. Directly in front of you. You had front row seats to this
Yeah.
show, and you saw his. You not only see him eat shit, you saw his horse go end over end into those crates.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I don't have the movement to get any closer, so yeah, non-lethal, disadvantage, try shooter.
Righty.
That's all I got.
That
Oh,
was
oops, that was the damage.
damage.
Rolling a little early there, aren't we?
Yeah. Did you actually
She's
hit?
now unconscious.
No,
No, no,
he didn't
she's
do
No,
the.
no, she's fine. All right, am I good? Can I go? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead and do
That
an
one.
actual try to hit. Ooh.
Oh, we dropped a nat 20 there. Dropped a nat 20.
Oh, by the way, I gotta make a Constitution save because she has bark skin up.
Mm-mm.
She took a damage.
She took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
Arrow to the
How much
tailbone.
damage did you do? You did 8.
No, I did 11 because I got my hunter's mark as
Okay,
well.
she's still it's the same thing. Natural 20 on that roll. She just made it for the con save, so 21.
She's like, I
for
need
her.
this barkskin to stay alive.
Damn elf! Why are my kind so good at shooting things from long range?
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn? R1.
I'm gonna start running down the hill, I guess.
Okay. Make your.
Well, 25 feet or what? I can't really see the square.
Yeah,
So,
I'll get you there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll get you to where you kind of want to go, and then I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you went there.
Okay.
I know the squares are a bit hard to find. I wish it was actually like straight locked in for the grid, but it's like got the. It's like a
Lazarus is
0.5
hurt, but
grid
he's
lock.
alive.
All right, Sesh.
Give me 5 more minutes.
This son bitch needs to die.
Yeah, he looks pretty hurt. You do too.
I mean, yes, but I have a friend with me who has a very large lance, and no, I'm not complimenting his endowment.
Oh.
Mm. You
Yeah,
see,
both are true.
you see. Yes, I'm going to roll attack. I have advantage because I'm flanking. So,
It's true. Yes.
oh, that's a natty
That's
20.
a
I
natural
think.
20.
There's
Yep.
a reason we call him the horse warrior.
God damn.
So natural 20.
Oh,
Roll your
damn.
damage. Roll your damage.
Roll your damage.
15 damage to unidentified
He looks
creature.
pretty bad.
Bastard, he's not dead yet.
No, he's still up. He looks
was
pretty
still
bad though.
He's still pretty heavy.
You cut across. Well, you cut across with your warhammer, like underneath his bad shoulder. He's got his arm kind of like cradled in his chest, and you come in right underneath where he's got that to the side and just like crunch into to the side of his torso, and he like
guy's
kind of
not-
crumples.
Several cracked ribs.
Oh yeah. well, pulverized more so. There's more powder in there now. With that kind of weight.
You like having ribs? Not anymore.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Ustenya.
Please kill
Time
this
to
son of a
finish it
bitch.
up.
Please. If you wouldn't
Hopefully.
mind.
You have advantage. Oh.
15. Hit
Oh,
chest.
that was super close. Because you want to know his AC?
14.
15.
Wow.
You just succeeded in that. Yeah,
that's a 12.
He's dead.
you only needed to do 1 HP of damage to him.
I could have
An
rolled a 1
18.
more on the 2 dice. Wow.
Yeah. You. But how did you want to kill him?
I'd
specifically?
like the lance, I don't know, to like thrust through his neck or something like that.
Nice.
Now you're trying to get it to the same point in the armor that you got before, but you see for a split second he kind of loses concentration and stops moving, and you thrust forward right into the neck, and just like it goes through the neck and out the other end, and you're kind of just like holding him there for a second. All of the weight is on the lance, and as you kind of pull back, like a sucking noise, he falls to the ground, lifeless. No, nothing in him anymore.
Woohoo!
Right? Did you want to move or anything like that?
I'd like to gallop towards the druid.
Cut her off.
Right? Do your movement.
Gallop gives me.
Gallop would be the action. You'd need an action to start galloping.
Oh,
I mean, you can get
We were
movement of 40 though,
we
can't
came
you?
to that. Yeah, you got 40 movement. All right.
If
Okay.
he's gallop, if he declared a gallop, doesn't he get double that?
Yeah, but he has to get an action to do that.
He has to have some
Ah.
action to get it up into a gallop, because we
Does,
came to that conclusion
does
with
he as
you.
a mounted combatant? I don't think he
No.
does.
no,
I-
it doesn't refer to that.
It doesn't
Okay.
refer to that. I would still say the mechanics of getting a horse up to that speed, because it's more of a momentum thing that you're trying to get into. It would take an action to kind of get the horse going at that speed. In 6 seconds, you're trying to get the horse from what's essentially walking speed to a gallop in combat. It would take some of your attention to do that.
Okay.
So that's why I'd say an action. Okay, yeah, bandit leaders, yeah, he's down.
He dead as fuck.
Isaac, you're prone.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Half movement to get up.
He's got 15 left.
Yep.
Everything I can do from my range.
Fireball.
I would just get in
I
and
mean,
knock
it
her
would
over.
kill her though. How heavy is she? She's very heavy. Well, spaghetti.
Can you shoulder barge her onto the ground?
Not enough.
He's not that close enough.
He had to use half his movement to get up from prone.
Oh, of course
Okay.
it does.
I am gonna throw a dagger then. I'm gonna get up, move to there.
It would be at the same disadvantage that I give everybody for
Yeah, I know.
non-lethal damage at range. So. Okay, 10 movement there. Oh, go ahead and roll your attack. Make
So
sure you're
I hit
targeting the correct creature.
disadvan-
'Cause
I'm currently looking at. Oh, don't.
Oh, you're an unidentified creature.
Yeah, that's what I know. I know. Which one's? Yeah, that's that one. I was trying to remember which one was which. Liban
Yep.
disadvantage. Dagger throw.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Oh!
Nice!
Ooh.
Oh, I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Actually, hold on a second. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, because
You're
she only
good.
has
It's
16
AC
from
16.
boxing. Yep.
Oh wait, I just want to double check if she has anything else she can do. If she's got anything in her bag of tricks. Got a lot of those. No, shouldn't have shield. Nope. 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 Yep. Go ahead and roll your damage. Roll your damage.
1 damage.
It was
But it
one,
was
yeah.
non-lethal. Yeah, I went for the non-lethal, so it's just I've clipped her shoulder with it. I've dagger in the back, like in the left shoulder blade, knocking her
I'm
over.
gonna say, what you did was you threw the dagger, but because the quickness that you did it and the way that you held the dagger,
hilt hit it?
specifically to
The hilt?
you hit her in the you hit her with the hilt and you knocked her out.
Oh yeah, I like that.
It was very very well aimed. You trained to be able to do this. You practiced, and yeah, right there, like hard.
I've done it a few
hard
times
hit.
with like petty criminals, like
Yeah, really
I
hard. hit
warned
for that.
you.
You hear like it's like a watermelon getting hit by a blunt object, just like
Ooh.
and she goes down like sack of potatoes. All the momentum she had while she was getting up to a speed, straight into the ground. Like that little thing where the momentum keeps going for a couple inches, and then she stops, and we are out of combat.
Right, I'm running up and putting shackles on her
I'm
And
gonna.
and taking the star from her neck as well.
All right, you rip it off, and what you now have is a necklace with a good sized chain of a good sized chain with a 6-pointed star made of gold, pretty hefty weight, and you can feel a warmth emanating from the center of the star. That's what you have from there. Just to kind of get through this, because she's going to be knocked out for a while no matter what you do. And just so we can kind of get through the post combat stuff, is does anybody want to do anything in the camp for the next, like, let's say half hour, while you guys take like a short rest?
Yes.
We search all the tents and all the stuff and see if there's anything there that we can salvage.
Anything useful?
I need to get going, lads.
Yeah, we're at time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this before we get into, because I want to do the post combat stuff, just get that done before anything. So.
But see you, Utari.
Bye,
Yeah,
Otari.
see you.
Yeah.
I do want to go pick up the black thing that the guy threw at Isaac. Go find that.
There's a couple of those, yeah.
Investigation. You'd have to roll for that.
I will, after checking the woman, making sure she's not actually just dead because of blunt force trauma to the head.
Yeah,
I
she's.
will...
I mean, she's not fine, but she's.
She's
not
alive,
alive.
which is
She's
good
not
enough
dying.
for her, the bitch, basically. I will just sit down then and say if anyone is injured that they can come over to me and I will patch them up or anything of that nature. I will produce my healer's kit. I
Okay.
will proceed to patch myself up first and foremost.
I'm good,
I'm
thanks.
I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna because you're doing this. I'm going to make sure you guys get a. Hold on a second. Just gonna get rid of them from the combat order. Rest. Short rest. Okay.
Oh, I will play a song of rest as well, in case anyone decides to take hit dice. And I will put that in the chat.
Do you want me to make any medicine rolls or will I just heal myself? Because
Just you've taken some time. Do like a 1 hit dice worth of healing for you're taking a
That
short
would be-
rest. You have a healer's kit, so 1 hit dice worth of healing without using a hit die, because you just have natural healing. So first things first. R1.
My hit die is not a D4.
You're a sorcerer.
I don't
should
think
be a
it's that.
D6.
It should be a
D6.
D6.
Why does that say? Oh no, that's my amount of them. That is a D6. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird
Yeah.
UI. Okay,
So,
I'll just. But do I have to use a hit die for this weird?
If you're doing a short rest, I'm saying Sesh can get a free hit die because she's healing
Oh,
herself
right.
with her healer's kit.
Yeah, if you want to
if
come
you-
over here at some point, I could probably do that too.
But you wouldn't. It's not the same thing. If you want to spend a hit die, you get the Song of Rest bonus from R1, which is in the chat. But R1, you don't find the black thing he threw. Though
Damn.
it's not too. While you're thinking about it as you're looking, it's not too hard to figure out that it was probably actually just an obsidian dagger that he had. You've heard of them. They're just obsidian is a type of rock or a volcanic rock that's very sharp.
Dragon glass.
Yes, it's dragon glass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all know it's dragon glass.
The other than that, Rivallon, you go looking through the tents, and you spend about a half hour most of the time looking through stuff, and you find in this encampment you find large stores from all of the various different crates. You find loads of spices, rare types of lumber, tabaxi silks, that kind of stuff. Some nice food here and there, like dried meats, some preserved fruits and things, and like pickled vegetables, like a lot of stuff for general
Consumption.
consumption and sale, that kind of stuff. A lot of bulk items.
Anything
But
useful.
you do find in one of the tents what seems to be in a small box. It looks official. It has a seal on it, and the seal, I can actually show you what the seal looks like. Let's see here. I have it here. You find. I know I had it.
I will suture Isaac's wounds while we're waiting because I
Okay.
can do that. So,
Okay. Hey.
oh no, you gain a +4 to that because of
Oh wow.
precision skill. Yeah.
Ah, hello, seal.
Only down 7.
Yeah, you find a fancy looking small chest with this seal emblazoned on the front of it, and you all know this is the seal of the Silver Sand Trade Company. And this seems to be the dwarvish version of it because it has the dwarvish runes on it. But inside, you see what probably was the petty cash for the ship. For paying out the crew, incurring dock fees, that kind of stuff, as well as a good number of other items that you think maybe the bandits had tossed in with this just for ease of it. And this is in the tent that the druid was in or came out of. And you should see now inside of your party sheet items
Wow,
that were inside of the crate.
It's a
inside
lot
the
of
storage
money.
house.
that is a lot of money.
Yeah, petty cash. It was essentially for a cargo ship. And
Are we gonna
they-
keep the money?
We're keeping all of it.
Okay.
Should
You
we
also
not
find-
return it to the
I don't know exactly what some of the items say to you, but you find because some things are not identified.
got a very large amount of gems.
Gems.
Turquoise, tiger eye, moss
Quartz.
agates ×4, hematite, iagate, blue quartz, and then the scrolls and the potion are unidentified.
Okay.
What does the potion look like?
It's green,
You look at it.
cloudy green.
Oh, actually, does it say it's?
In the description.
There you go.
Oh well,
Cloudy
I
green
don't-
fluid that smells like the sea and has a jellyfish-like bubble floating in it. Potion of water breathing.
I don't know how long we want to go and do all this, but I will take the time to identify the scrolls and the potions when we have time.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll break
Well,
up-
we're taking a short. We're
we'll
taking a
split-
short rest here.
Yeah.
No, I meant in
Oh, you mean?
like
next live stream.
time, like next time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll split all this up. I mean, all the gemstones are basically about 10 gold each, apparently, according to what it says in the
Yep.
description.
So I'm just gonna do this because we want to get out
Okay.
as much of
Yep.
the post battle stuff done, so we can hit the ground running next time. Yeah, you do it. You have a scroll of prayer of healing, and you have a potion of water breathing. That comes with that.
Okay.
As
I
well
know about
as
potion descriptions.
as well as 95 gold pieces, 61 Illyrium pieces, 1,423 silver pieces, and 1,391 copper pieces.
What's the conversion for Illyrium to gold?
10 to 1.
Illyrium is below gold, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's
yeah,
below
but
gold.
I know
It's
from
in
copper to
between
silver to
half.
gold, it's
Isn't
one.
it 5? Yeah, it's.
It's
Yeah,
10
I
to
think it's
1.
5. I think it's a half.
It's a
So it's
fifth?
like
Okay.
so
So
it's
it's
5
10.
silver. It's worth.
An Illyrium
It's mostly used for trading. It's used around trading circles a lot because a lot of times there has to be an intermediary between gold and silver for certain items. So you don't see it a lot in common usage, but it's used a lot in like for this kind of stuff, trading amongst other traders.
Okay.
Kind of because you don't want to keep a lot of silver pieces around, and unfortunately, a lot of people use silver pieces. So
I'm assuming
it's
I would
kind
have
of
seen
that.
a lot of these kind of currencies
have.
in my
Yeah, you have actually, especially of this minting. It's a silver sand Illyrium, so it's actually the symbol that was emblazoned on the chest is actually it's a mini version of that in Illyrium coin.
Okay.
So it's kind of like it's minted directly by the company.
I would also like to put the star on.
Okay, you do so.
And but before I put it on, I would like to put holy water on it and give it a little like clean.
Okay.
Polish it, just
Well, I don't know if the person that was wearing it that I've been told was a non-believer and has used it aggressively against me. I'd want to make sure that they haven't done something to it. So a holy artifact of my religion, I would put something that's holy water that's been blessed with by someone of my religion, me, on it. Just take the holy precautions.
just the usual, anti-heresy procedure.
Yeah, like.
Okay, you do so, and you put on the item. Nothing seems to happen.
That's fine. It's just I'm putting it around my neck for safekeeping. I feel the safest place for the relic is on my person, and
Really?
it's
Really?
in my mind as the person that's been sent to find this by his church.
That's
yes.
true. He's got a point.
All right then. But yeah, you put it on. You don't notice anything off the bat.
We'll keep an eye on him.
You might have to. Maybe have to get used to it. It has to. Maybe you have to adapt to wearing it. For you.
Requires attunement. Okay.
Possibly.
Alright, well-
on that. But yeah, that's what you get after spending about half an hour looking around the camp. You also, again, I want to point out, you have a crap load of trade goods that are sitting in piles in this camp.
Yeah.
As well as, there's at least 20 to 30 other individuals on the ship.
Yep. Okay.
Last you saw.
Might not be a bad idea to go back to town and be like, we need a little bit of backup here.
Or we fortify and hold, because eventually those people are gonna get interested and be like,
There's no cart. There's
"There's
no
no cart. We don't have any water."
Well,
where's that water? Just to be specific on what's in the camp, you have because you spent a half hour and you rolled a 22 on investigation for the camp.
I did.
Yeah. So what you find is about 10 pounds of saffron. You find about let's see here. You find a 30-pound store of salt.
Just mage after the session, just pure salt.
Yeah.
30 pounds of it.
just gonna take a bath in it.
You find 50 pounds worth of assorted fine food.
Ooh.
12
Is there any-
sets.
Snacks.
Yeah,
Mm,
12
I'm
sets of
hungry.
fine silverware emblazoned with the silver sand trade symbol.
Nice. Is there any
Just write
sushi
this-
in this fried food? 'Cause it's
And
from...
make sure you're writing this down. I can see Crimson's writing it down. I don't have a thing in the game for it right now. You find almost 30 square yards of tabaxi silk.
It's a lot of silk, man.
It's a bulk trade ship. Yeah.
I mean, it's a cheap ticket. My God.
Well, yeah,
Well-
it's not meant to carry people.
Exactly.
You were working on the ship while you were there. You were helping out. You were a working ticket.
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, you also find almost 100 pounds worth of fine, rare lumber.
It's like tropical wood.
Yeah, essentially. Used for like detail working and
Mahogany,
embossing,
ebony, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And that's of the stuff of note. There's a lot of little things and smaller stuff, but that's the bulk of the stuff you have around there. There's also quite a few kegs of various different kinds of liquid that are
Don't
in
give any
barrels.
of that to Justinia.
Or
Uh,
Rivallon. Or
Hey!
Arwen. They're all a bit. Or Arwen. They're all a bit alcoholic.
That's true. Okay, fair enough. I'll
Yeah.
let you off that one.
But that's what you find in the camp in the crates and barrels
Alright.
around you.
Then I say next time we decide what we do.
It's a good idea. I think it's a good time for us to end. the session.
So, if you've all enjoyed, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. As always, thank you to Commissar Roach, the guy who's sat above me currently, but you can't see them on my end because the cameras have all changed. Thank you to Roach for thingying this session, DMing this session.
Yeah.
That's the words. And thank you to all these guys for joining me. We'll be back next week with more. If you're watching on Rivallon's Rivals video, obviously that's on YouTube. So leave a comment and tell us what you thought of it. How many times did you think I was going to die? Stuff like that. Leave him all the love he deserves on his YouTube. And I'll eventually get around to putting all of my end on YouTube at some point. I think the last one I posted was like session 12. This is session
26.
Uh,
Probably.
27 on my end, but technically YouTube session about 16. So, anyway, I might just start queuing some Rivals into my playlist if I can't find my copy. Anyway, I got so much shit on this computer these days. That's all it is. But yeah, thank you. We'll be back next week, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Are we still live on
Okay.
Rival? Is Rival still live? No?